everybody. This is session 26 of the Goblodyssey. It's like the Odyssey, but with goblins. Today, we're going to have Franco, the braggart swashbuckler, even, because I missed up the alphabet, even the shark instinct barbarian, Mendax, the scoundrel rogue, and eventually maybe Puck, the hair-obsessed Cosmos Oracle. He's not here yet, but maybe in a bit. And the MVP from last session was Mendax, so you get +1 hero point.
Hey!
We had one write-up for the week, even. You did a write-up. We can go over that, I guess, at the end of the recap. So you get another hero point.
Okay.
And that's all I have from the old session. So who remembers what happened last time?
So in the aftermath of the crab gremlin attack, we figured out where there was damage to the ship. We figured out what we knew about crab gremlins, and even tipped out Squirrel's bag onto the deck because it was wet, and he wanted to know what was in there. There's nothing interesting. So if there was, he either pocketed it early or there just was never anything early, and they were just interesting, and they were just rooting through his pack for stuff. And they had wrecked his snare kit, they had gotten everything wet and wrecked a ton of stuff. So we fix the ship, we get everything sewed up, and then we move on. We got a plan together for talking with Kirkee, and we realized the deviousness of Mendax, and Mendax is planning on a map copy, and we're not giving away any information for free because everything is transactional with Kirkee, and he's going to try to get her to say things she doesn't mean to say. Even has kept the spider that we had captured on the island and has been feeding it, and has named it Blinky and plans to give it to Kirkee. Blinky, for those of you who don't know, was blinded in the first action and had not regained his sight. So he was basically coming in, saying a few words in Jotun to let him know he was there, dropping something in for him to eat, and the spider was not trained in any way or not responding to even, but also not jumping out and trying to kill even. Instead, was just taking the food and being chill about it. Franco, after the confrontation with the dwarves, gives the dwarves a plan for a boat. It's not great when we arrive at Kirkee's Island, but it's something to keep them maybe to shut up, hopefully. We all go to the watering hole. Even carries a couple of barrels and pour Myrvos's body, and we go to the watering hole. We run into Kirkee as we're leaving the watering hole, and she takes one look at Puck carrying the caduceus and at Franco wearing Myrvos's ring and cloak and says, "Hey, what is this? Where are you? Why are you messing around with the goblins? Why have you outfitted them like this?" And we're like, let's go talk about this. Maybe let's go back to the villa first and talk about this. And she's like, "Why?" And we're like, it'd be better if we go to the villa." We go to the villa, we reveal what happened, and even was trying to be sort of gentle about it, and that uh, as gentle as we could be with a scorched, seared, mangled god body. We hand over all the stuff. She's doing alchemical tests to see if there's life left in the body still, if there what caused his death, all sort of crazy stuff that we don't really understand. And we're talking with her while she's doing it. Mendex gets her to admit a little bit more than she meant to admit about what's going on and what she knows, and it's really not much. And she doesn't really know about the Consolari, and she really doesn't know about what's going on. Just that knowledge is power, and that she's going to hoard as much knowledge as she can. Even gives her the spider, and she's so distraught that she assumes her glowy, charming form and stuns half of the party with it. And the spider immediately is hers and is like climbing up onto her shoulder and is trained and is totally chill with her. Am I forgetting anything? No, maybe. So we had lunch with her and gleaned a little bit more information. Mendex wrangles information out of her, even makes a very sort of ham-fisted like endeavor to be like, "Hey, either we're friends or we're not. And like, if we're friends, you shouldn't be hoarding secrets on us." And she's like, "You guys are important to me. I'm gonna keep hoarding secrets," which is sticking in Eden's craw. And that was sort of where we ended. We had lunch with Kirkee. There was talk of staying, and it was like, no, no, we're not staying. She goes out to find our bird halfling, and we snoop around the villa, and Mendax opens the door to her um, room up above, right? The room up above.
I think it was still on the same floor, wasn't it? The room.
Yeah.
Well, it was the northeast room, correct?
Yes.
Oh, looking at the map. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then yes, yes.
Yeah. He reveals the northeast room, and the northeast room is a big bath, like a big Turkish bath. And we had previously seen her go in there and then emerge from the same place, like that, like she had never used. If there's a bedroom, I think we know there's a bedroom,
You know there's a
correct?
bedroom. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. I can load that. real
And
quick.
and that was about it. And then we headed out and headed back to the ship. Didn't miss anything.
I think that's everything I remember. Anybody else remember anything from their characters or anything you want to note specifically?
She did sort of admit that she's gonna, if we can pull this off for her, that she had the same thought we did. This might get her back good with the gods. That she does. She kind of let it know that yeah, she does want to try to get back with them eventually. It's not just that she's isolated or she's been banished. She did it basically all but admit that she would like to try to get back with the gods at some point, at least in their good graces,
That's true.
and then possibly use us. Use her. Well, it'd be nice to have a god in your back pocket. Is like, hey, and, hey, like, we
It's
got a
helpful.
problem. Hey, help us out. If we can do this, we got her. We got some help from her. That would be awfully nice. But yeah, having us do the work for her, she has nothing to really lose on this either.
That's true.
She still wasn't totally forthcoming. So there's obviously some deep dark secrets she's not sharing.
Like even said, it's Kirkee's. Like I think Kirkee said it during the conversation that knowledge is power, and knowing when to use that is half of the power of the knowledge. Knowing when to reveal your hand is part of it.
Yeah, we still have a bunch of information we haven't shared either. We got islands that she doesn't know about. So
you're all playing
whatever
poker.
else we
It's
can
great.
gather up.
All right. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything, and you guys are sailing, so I guess I'll go back to the map now. And you guys, the current plan is you're on Iaya with Kirkee, and your plan is to sail to Savras, which is like 5 to 7 days away, depending on the weather. That's still the plan, yes? All right. And so you guys sail off. Everybody's still with you. The dwarves are still there. You guys had an argument with the dwarves. Even did a good write-up. Do you want to do that now?
Sure. Should I just read it?
If you like, yeah. Go for it.
Okay. Franco walked with long strides and slow, wide swings of his arms, half looking up to the sky, even had his arms to his side and scurried from spot to spot, always scanning. He snatched a grub out of the mud, popped it in his mouth, and mashed it against the back of his teeth until all that was left was the inedible head and jaws. He spit them onto the trail. Gerhardt cleared his throat as his body convulsed with a suppressed gag. He moved past Even and walked with Franco up front. Even thought about what had happened at the villa. He wrinkled his nose. She had told Oric to watch his mouth after she had turned him into an animal, after Even had told her that he would have killed her over it. Clear answers, the truth. It's fair, he thought. A flat no. He kept walking, his face starting to flush. He thought about giving her the eggs, the compy head, the live spider. His mouth was dry, and he could feel his heart pounding. He wrinkled his forehead and tipped his head. He stomped through the mud, spattering his skin and clothes. Mendak, Franco, and Gerhardt talked rapid fire with plans for the island's schemes and tangentially escaping the archipelago. Even Puck chimed in with metaphors about hair and barbering that were almost sage. Even kept his lips a tight line and grunted when anything was said to him. They finally made it to the ship and could see the dwarves waiting on the deck and Squirrel's feet dangling over the sides of the crow's nest. Even stomped up the gangplank and shook his head, muttering to himself. He thumped the barrels of water onto the deck. Helmet and Oric were arguing on the deck with Vilda and Wilfred, seeming to back Helmet. Lim came up out of the hold and stood back watching. No, fuck that. We're getting out of here and not coming back, Helmet said. You stupid cunt, you're fucking cargo. This isn't even your boat, Oric responded. Helmet's right, Vilda said. You're fucking cargo too, Vilda. Whoa, whoa, like I said, you're all welcome to come along or get off the boat, but you're not the captain, said Franco. They all started arguing then, speaking over one another. The dwarves hurling curses, Franco playing captain, and Mendex trying to cajole them. Even thought about Kirkee's response. No, no, no. True power is knowledge and knowing when to use the knowledge. He shook his head, feeling his face flush again. Listen, Helmet said, poking Franco in the chest. Even bared his teeth, and his skin started to bristle with the change. He grabbed Helmet at the wrist and twisted his arm free of Franco. Helmet made a small gasping sound as the bones in his wrist creaked. He pushed helmet back. Even that's not necessary, Franco said, moving to put his hand on Even's shoulder. He made contact and snapped his hand back like he touched a hot stove. Everybody shut the fuck up, Even roared. As everyone fell silent, he went below deck. Franco, your hand? Mendex asked. It's fine. His skin, it's coarse. I thought I had touched something sharp.
I applaud the composure. That whole time.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Hero point for Debo.
He was clapping. He was putting
It
his
was
finger in
running-
there.
Yep.
Running some good interference, applauding himself for it. It was pretty great.
That was fantastic.
Trying to stick his hand in his mouth.
Yeah, I forgot how much profanity was in that, but I had to read in front of your child. That was not intentional.
Does he even have a new ability where his skin is now coarse and rough?
So I'm playing his Raging Athlete trait where he gains a climb and swim speed as his skin becoming like a shark's skin. So when he goes to climb, his skin is now rough and adheres to things. And when he goes to swim, it's now sleek like a shark's and he swims like a fish.
I wonder if it was I thought it was a grappling thing. You'd picked up some kind of damage when you grapple.
Some
That'd be
spike.
pretty cool too. If it was, I thought that was a great way to explain it in the story. I thought that would have been pretty cool.
Soon enough.
All right, yeah, so that was amazing.
Coming soon, huh?
So you guys get on the boat, and like Even summarized there was kind of an argument on the beach. Like I think they said Franco gave them directions on how to build a small boat, and you did your Kirkee stuff. You came back, and they had like less than what they started with. Essentially, they were such bad boat builders that they turned their plans into like less of a boat than you left them. So they obviously couldn't do it themselves. They got back on the boat, their cargo, as Even said. Or as Even said, Oric said. And yeah, they don't seem super happy about it, but they stopped complaining. What was it Franco or Mendex? Somebody said something, or was it somebody?
Yeah, it was Franco. It was like get on the boat and like we won't hear anything about it anymore. Something to that effect.
Yeah, and that shut them up. Basically, between that and Oric goading them, and then Even's right up, like they are sufficiently cowed into just going on the boat. But they made it clear that they wanted nothing to do with Kirkee, and that's pretty much that. But they're stuck with you. You're the captain, and you're sailing to Savras.
Oh, before we sail,
Yeah.
does a halfling show up?
Well, no, because I thought you guys left. Is that not true? Did you guys leave?
It's just wondering the halfling showed up before we left. Is all I was wondering. The one she was supposed to find for us.
Yeah, she left that day, like that. I think it was like
Okay.
after lunchtime, and left. And then you guys left almost immediately after breaking into her room and whatnot. You left a note this time. You left a note.
We left a note that we left. We did. And we also closed. Didn't we relock the door after we opened? No, we didn't
Yes.
relock the door.
Did you intentionally not lock the door for some reason?
Didn't Puck tell me not? Who was it told me not to lock the door? I thought somebody said not to.
I'll look over the thing. I thought we locked it, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't
I would have
matter.
locked it.
It doesn't matter till later.
Lock it would have been
But if you wanted to intentionally leave it open, you could just that's fine.
not open. Yeah.
Wide open, just thrown open. All right. So you guys are sailing to Savras from Ayaya. And is anybody doing anything interesting during the trip? It's going to take between 5 and 7 days. Is anybody doing anything, any like downtime activities that people want to be engaged in?
Franco will be testing me as we through a book. He'll be reading passages of recipes. I guess if I want to take an alchemist class, he'll be reading me recipes, and I'll be translating it or telling him what he's saying as practice to learn the languages.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, you're hanging out on Franco's boat shift. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm on a shift. He's quizzing me as we go along.
We're going to be trying to get food together. So just net fishing, fishing with his ramshackle ass net.
The ramshackle ass net, as indicated on the inventory sheet you have. Yes. Does it actually say? It does say ramshackle ass net. It's true. It does.
There it is.
All right, and Franco, are you doing anything interesting?
Not really. I think just spending as much time with Mendax as he feels he needs to get the language barrier down.
Okay. All right. So you guys start sailing, and you're essentially just sailing north, slightly northeast. And I've already pre-rolled all the sailing checks, and the entire time there are clear skies and a gentle sea. And between who's the lead sailor on you? Is Franco the lead sailor and Mendex is the helper on your watch, or
Probably now, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine you probably have better numbers.
okay? So there was masterful sailing by G. Payne and Franco the entire time, and Mendex, obviously, you're very good at helping. But they barely need it. There's no winds to really fight along the way, and you make it there in 5 days. So you do sail.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't move the token with that. That's good. Okay, you sail to Savras in 5 days. Bloop, 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 bloop. And as you are approaching from the same side you came in last time, you see the island in the distance. It looks like this from one side. Very, very steep cliffs. On the other side, it was a bit lower. So you are going to do the same. You're going to sail around the same way you did last time. Go up the same general area.
Known is always better. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna sail and just see if
Agreed.
there's any easy way to get up. Easy way.
Is that a small cave at the bottom of this side?
If there is, it's not there. But it could be. I think you asked that last
Could
time.
be if you wanted it to be. Though
It
it looks
could-
like it could be a cave.
It could be if I wanted it to be. I don't want it to be at the moment.
Oh, but the tide's a little higher this time, so we did see it.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. There you go. You're good at this game.
Next
All right.
time it'll be there, maybe.
So yeah, so this is the Fang. I think I messed up. I think this was the side you see coming in, and then on the other side was more like, it was flatter basically. You can climb 30 feet to get up there, but it was flatter. So this is the side of the Fang you see, and then you go around until you see that other jungly side, and you get to the same spot that you climbed just like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It wasn't that long ago.
Is that all it was?
I think it might have been even less. It might only have been 2 weeks. I really gotta get better at keeping track of time, but I'm
Oh,
pretty
we
sure
spent a week on. Didn't we spend almost a week on the Witch Island?
if you spent a week there, and it's probably like a week or a half week to get there. So I guess it was 2 weeks between being at Kirkee's to Yegros to back to Kirkee's, and you went to Savras
Time
before
to travel
that.
from here back to Kirkee's Island.
Yeah, so probably 3 weeks to a month. I guess you're right.
3
Maybe it
weeks,
is a bit
probably.
longer. So yeah, so maybe tops you were here a month ago.
Yeah,
and
not
you
that
get-
long ago, really.
You get to the sheer 30-foot cliff, which was the shortest part you saw with like handholds to climb and stuff like that.
Can
Uh,
we circle and see if there's any other spots, like any other visible stuff?
Sure.
Sure, that's fine by me.
We saw the one
Little
side. Might as well go
pistol
around
and
the
a
other side and
spyglass.
see if there's anything. That's a good way to look at it.
That's true, yeah. You can spend some time to sail around. And it's daytime. I think, Franco, you're doing the daytime shifts, right? Yeah. So you're sailing, and your check today was good enough. You can move fairly close to the island without wrecking. And, yeah. You go around to the other side of the island, and you see some similar type handholds and things like that, some similar height things, like 25 feet, 40 feet around the same thing. But nothing seems to be easy. There's no like beach, there's no like slow sloping thing like that. There are similar kind of sheer cliffs with handholds and nooks that you can climb up in.
All right, so do what we did last time, right? What did we? I'm trying to remember what we did. We grappled,
We sent Steven up first. He's the one
Well,
with the
yeah.
skills.
but we tied the boat off to the island, right? And then we like went across that rope.
Yes, even
No,
climbed
that
up
was a
with
different thing, right? That was when you were on the
That was the turtle.
that was the Turtle Island.
Oh,
In this
We did
one,
something
even
similar
climbed
where
up
people were climbing
and just
the
kind
rope.
of lifted you up, and you guys walked up the cliff face with even pulling you
Oh,
up.
that's
I believe we're acrobatic up the side of the cliff face.
Correct.
As we jump from position to position, grabbing handholds as he gave us a jerk, and we jump to the next location.
Correct. So you plan to
I
use
think
the
that's
same
how me
sort
and,
of method?
me and Franco used the leapfrog technique. I think the others used the climbing technique.
All right. So are you guys interested in doing the same thing as last time?
yeah, sure.
All right.
Leapfrog
Yeah.
for sure.
Well,
now the only thing is, just as we're getting ready, Franco will inspire everybody.
ooh.
Um, everybody's climbing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Bard powers. Look at this.
Look
Yeah.
at
Do you have a song prepared? Do you have a lyric prepared?
I do.
I hate this.
Which I think I'm gonna just let.
You want Nas to read that? Is that what it is?
There you go. Yeah, there you go. I've had that ready for like 3 sessions.
Oh, that's awesome.
Bards. Bards are wonderful. I don't know why anybody would hate them.
Because they kill your party.
So yeah, so you guys go to a similar spot, basically looking for the same sort of stuff that we had last time. But unlike last time, Even
Oh.
has assurance athletics. Even literally cannot fail the checks to climb. He doesn't have to make them. He just automatically succeeds because he takes 10 on it and has a plus 12. So he gets a 22 anytime he's not under like direct pressure. He can use, well, even sometimes when he is. So he can use assurance to do that.
So even, could you climb up there theoretically, say with a goblin tucked under your arm and climb up one-handed?
Assurance doesn't let me keep my strength, correct?
I think that's true. I don't know actually.
It's 10 plus whatever. I think it's just, yeah, it's your,
If
it's your
okay.
skills, just your skills.
Ah, so you have an 18.
Oh, it's an 18. Yeah.
19 with the song.
19 with the song.
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
that's
And
that's,
with,
that,
and a
that's still
dice
good
roll of
enough.
1 is a 20.
And also, even gains a climb speed when he's raging. Like when the thing you just talked about, when he's raging, he gets like the shark skin and he can climb and swim. And technically, you can't rage when there's no enemies around. But basically, since his bonus is so high and the song is inspiring, I'm just ruling that he just goes up the wall now.
How about as Even's climbing the thing, I stab him gently in the back.
Yeah, I'm an enemy. Yeah.
Yeah, go.
So last time you guys were here, Even scaled the cliffs and he made it super effortless. Like basically he was, he was kind of just grabbing handhold, jumping, going to another handhold just effortlessly. And last time you were, he did it in about 12 seconds. He got up this 30-foot wall. As you watch, he just climbed it. This time, he doesn't need to scramble or jump. His hands just appear to be like gripping the rock just randomly. He just slams his hand on the rock and he manages to find or make, perhaps depending on how strong he is, a handhold there. And you watch as he scales the entire thing this time in 6 seconds. In a single round, he can go 30 feet straight up, no problem. So he does that. And similarly, thanks to assurance, and we know even though it's 18, he can't fail the checks to pull any of you up a rope unless you critically fail your athletics or acrobatics, whatever you're doing to walk up. So unless you critically fail, he's just gonna yank you all up, and assuming you let him yank you all up. Anybody
So
else?
as Even's just like easily scampering up the rocks, Franco will turn to Mendax and be like, "Pretty good song, eh?"
It worked. He's moving really fast.
Just
He must
fully-
really appreciate bard music. Or he's trying to get away from it. I'm not really sure which.
Yeah.
But he's motivated one way or another. He got up that cliff, no problem.
All right.
Franco would give a good hearty laugh at that comment.
Okay. So feel free to roll athletics or acrobatics, whatever it is. Like basically explain what your character is doing, and do you allow Even to help pull you?
The answer with Even is yes, for sure. I'm going to do the leapfrog tactic where I jump from safe position to safe position
Mhm.
as he's pulling me up.
Yep. And
I don't know how to add the +1 into this.
if you click it, it should ask you. Usually as a pop-up, and if it doesn't, you can hold Shift to get the pop-up. One way or the other.
It says roll 10, public roll, none, modifiers.
Yeah, I think you can just add modifiers in there if you want.
Modifier value must not be 0.
Oh yeah, can you just add? Can you put a 1 in there? Is there a spot for a 1 or no? If not, we can just add 1 manually. It's not a problem.
All right, we'll see if I did it or not. We'll have to check. So here's my check.
It says that does not have a +1 in it because it's dexterity 4
So-
and train 6. So you have a 23. You're fine. I'm gonna roll acrobatics for Puck. Same thing. He's good.
Wow.
Yeah. So as impressive as Even's climbing was, your nimble walking up the thing is also very easily done. You're just masterfully going from rock to rock and things like that. And just a few weeks ago, when you first approached this cliff, this was a perilous, intimidating climb. And Even made it look easy, and you all got up the cliff in your own way with his help. But now it feels like this is nothing. Like you got up this cliff in seconds, where it took you lots of effort and time last time, and thinking and planning. And it's only been a month. You've been gone for a month. You came back and just flew up this wall.
I recall a couple of us ended up in the water last time too.
Walks, yes.
I think I was one of the ones in the water with my new shoes.
That's true. Oh,
For some
also,
reason I got to get new waterproof shoes because every time I wear my shoes, I get wet.
I'm also gonna roll for Squirrel. Squirrel's gonna be kind of tagging along a little bit, and he also succeeds and doesn't fall. So not as nimbly as all of you, but still he gets up. So yeah, so you guys are now on the island. Like I said before, it's kind of like flat stone for a while, and then the jungle begins to grow. And then, 2 or 3 days into the jungle, there's essentially this giant mountain that you guys have never been to yet. And as we talked about on Discord, the mountain is very tall. It's like 10,000 feet tall or higher. You do believe it is possible, depending on how steep the mountain is and how impassable some of the parts are. It is certainly able to be done in a day up and down. You have to find out how hard it is when you get there. So you can make a survival check to see what anyone knows about mountaineering. I'll mash a button, actually. Don't roll yourselves. I'll just mash a button. Survival. Go. Don't roll for Squirrel. Oh, Squirrel, you're terrible. Oh, I gotta roll for Buck, too. Alright. Yeah, Franco, and surprisingly Mendax, the city boy, knows a decent amount about mountaineering. I don't know if you just went on day trips or what.
Reading it in books, not that sort of Franco stuff. Read about it. Didn't act it out, though, so he has an advantage on me.
So yeah, Franco, maybe you did some sort of a play where there was a mountain involved and you had to act out the scenes, but you are aware that the vegetation on the mountain as you get higher will be more sparser and sparser, so you should make sure you bring enough food, bring enough water, and you also are aware that due to the height of the mountain, it might be fairly cold at the top. Not like extremely cold, but cold enough that you'd consider bringing warmer clothes.
Difficult to breathe too, I imagine.
Yes. Yes, especially if you're not planning to acclimate, with a role like that, you would know enough that, like, if you were really doing this, you might want to go up a little bit, rest for a couple days or whatever day or so, and then acclimate and go up. But you do believe it would be possible to go without that. It's not super high in your estimation.
Okay.
But yes, there are environmental concerns at that height. So does anybody want to say or do anything differently with that knowledge?
Everybody has
So we dress warmer. That's
yeah.
All right, just bring warmer clothes.
I have two sets of clothes, two separate different sets of clothes. I'll just have to probably do it in layers. I imagine there could be a penalty involved with this, but I accept my fate for not having cold water. Weather gear.
Yeah, I don't want to nail anybody for not having cold weather gear in the tropical archipelago I've set up. That's not a problem.
We should have known, but we haven't really had a chance to buy it. I was going to wear double clothing is all. I've got two sets of clothing. I'll somehow wear them both.
That's fine. We'll make it work.
So, Franco will be like, I've got an extra layer. He'll pull out his dino costume. And for you baldies, I've got, and he pulls out the witch wig. Be like, you can cover up your head if you want.
Really breaking out the wardrobe.
Okay, I've got a hat. Okay, thanks.
Even could unstuff some of the makeshift sailcloth beds he had made as well with the raptor feathers. So stuff our clothes with feathers and be very, very goblin ramshackle chic.
Start looking like real goblins.
Feathers and sail cloaks will help. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, so you're lugging those around a little bit. You don't need to be wearing them in the jungle, but they will help on the mountain. All right. So yeah, you're now on Savras. You've been here before. So earlier you said like known is better. So is the plan basically to head the same general direction towards the river, cross the river, and then go towards the mountain?
I think so.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, why waste time?
So
unless there's an obvious better path, like we climb a tree and spot something amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, same way.
And what were you gonna say, Mendex?
I was just wondering, an order of dinosaurs we met on the run. I'm trying to remember. On this side of the river, we ran into
Raptors.
On the other side of the river, we ran into
Ankylosaurus,
club-tailed dinosaurs.
Yes. Yeah, Ankylosaurus, Triceratops, and
then
Comps.
Closer towards the mountain, we ran into the little tiny things.
Yeah,
sound right?
Yeah, roughly closer.
Yeah, I just wanted which ones to be prepared for in certain areas.
Preparing for monsters.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, so you guys begin walking, and you're finding the same sort of trails you were on before. So I'm gonna toss out another survival check just to do general navigation on this part, and I'll roll for Squirrel and Puck. Oh boy.
0. Well, that's
Over
that's a new
zero.
number. I've not seen that before.
Yeah. Look at this even. Yeah.
Anybody seen Puck? I haven't seen Puck in a while. Has anybody seen
Yeah.
Puck?
Puck rolled a 1 and has a -1 to his wisdom score. So
He went the wrong way.
he critically failed and got a 0. Yeah. So yeah, he's kind of off in his own thing. He's looking at the sky as if like the stars are out, but it's daytime and they're not. And he's just kind of lost in the clouds while you guys are going around. Between Squirrel and Even, you guys are very much. You very quickly find the path you were on. You even see some of your old footprints, even though it's been like a month or so. Some of the markings and footprints you made last time you were here. And you begin heading back very quickly. And after about a half day of walking, you find the cave that you stayed in for a while with the Raptors.
Anything notable?
Yeah, does it look like anybody who is exceptionally good at discovering if maybe dinosaurs have rehabitated said cave?
Well, I mean, I think your preeminent finder of dinosaurs was Puck when he walked into that poop and.
Yeah, Puck finds it the hard way.
Or even walking into, a raptor attack.
Yeah. I'll let that same survival check ride, and both Even and Squirrel are fairly certain that this cave has seen use, but you guys don't believe there's any immediate people inside of it. You don't think there's any immediate threat, but definitely dinosaurs have been using this cave since you left.
Would it be raptors again? Will we be good enough to discover it's raptors, or is it something new?
Yeah, with those rolls you would know. Yes, you see the raptor claws, and there's 2 sizes of raptors: the big feathered ones and the smaller, scalier ones. And you see both tracks in this area.
Okay. Keep on keeping on, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Right. And are you heading straight to the mountain, or are you doing any diversions or anything else interesting while you're going through the jungle?
Even would certainly be looking to see if there's any compies, or if there's like something that would be a nest of compies, because scoring a compy egg is on his list.
Okay.
Or even scoring a compy, to be honest. Stick you in a
Catch
fucking barrel.
You gonna catch them live?
They're delicious.
All right. Go ahead and everybody give me a perception check as you're walking around.
I don't know if it'll matter or not, but do we think that Squirrel would have his raptor with him?
I assume he would have
on his
taken
side.
his raptor. I don't know that. I hate making decisions for players when they're not here, but I assume he would have brought the raptor. I'm not sure if he would have decided not to bring it back to Dinosaur Island. I don't know if he would have had a reason not to. But I assume he's on it. Okay. Yeah, Mendax. That's an outstanding roll. So you are walking, Mendax, and you hear the sounds of raptors calling in the jungle to your west.
Ooh, can I hear the sound?
Oh, if I was quicker on the draw, you could. Do you want?
Is it the little one, or is it the big, slow,
No, it's
innocent one?
It's
Okay.
It's not the. That was the comment. That ended up being the Ankylosaurus, I think, because it was too funny not to be, because it like even kicked it in the knee and it fell down. But yeah, you hear it in the back, but from behind you to the west, like from where you came from, you hear like.
Those are, we said that's raptor sound?
Yes, you believe that is raptor sound.
Hero point for Jibo.
That's 2.
Well, if anybody else didn't hear it, I will point out the fact that there appears to be some, I guess we finally decided to call them raptors behind us.
I guess, yes. Feathered lizards.
Feathered upright lizards behind us. Feathered upright 4-foot tall lizards that we can make talismans out of.
Are they coming our way?
He can't
gonna
tell.
say-
He only heard it a
Yeah,
couple. Go for it. What are you gonna say?
yeah, I'm gonna guess. Probably
You can guess,
they're
you can
coming
guess.
after
Yeah,
it.
go for it.
I'm sure if we hear them behind us, they probably picked up on our trail. Seems logical.
Yeah,
Don't know for sure though.
Squirrel would agree with you that the fact that they're calling out is probably means they're hunting. They don't just do that for no reason. They're hunting or mating or something interesting. So if you hear that behind you, that is a bad sign. Yeah.
So do we want to prepare for them, or do we just want to press on and they're probably faster than us and they'll catch us at some point?
Yeah, let's keep moving and find a good spot if we need to take them.
Or maybe they could hear a raptor sound coming from here and assume that others are already around.
Oh,
Is this a contest between Squirrel's Pet and Franco? Who's the best raptor sound?
Well, I mean, Franco's willing to have it be a duet. If I don't know how much control Squirrel has over his raptor, or how much he would humor Franco, but
Squirrel has fairly good control over it. It's not like a minion. He can't order it around, but he can make handle animal checks. And Rapilius, or is it Rapilius or Rapilius? I don't remember.
Rapilius.
Rapilius, I believe.
Everybody got it wrong, so we don't. We go with Rapilius. Rapilius is very I don't know what the word is diplomatically, but he's friendly, I guess, or helpful. I don't know what the term is, but basically he is the highest diplomatic state you can be with Squirrel. So if Squirrel doesn't,
so like presumably Squirrel could be like speak, and he he
correct.
could make a sound.
And Rapilius is kind of reacting to it. It's like he hears these, and you see him looking around, but he's not responding.
So is this another situation where Squirrel looks at Franco and says, "Speak," since you're in the dinosaur costume, and you do an example, and it's okay, Rapilius,
I mean,
speak.
you know Franco's game.
You're fully dressed for it.
do it.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
So you guys call back. You're gonna make a performance check there, Franco.
Yeah, I am.
Just be careful, Franco. You might find a mate today.
All right, and I will do a handle animal on Squirrel. I'll assume he will humor you. It's a nature check. It's a straight nature check. He barely, because Rapilius has been so enthralled with Squirrel via Kirkee, he complies. And Franco, you have an exceptional call. If you weren't watching all the other goblins, you couldn't tell. You could not tell which was the real raptor and which was Franco. You get 2 calls coming out. And how many calls do you plan to do? Like, how many are you doing in a row?
Well,
What did we just hear? 2?
Yeah, you heard them make 2 in the distance.
yeah, I think that's reasonable then, just to do another 2.
Okay. So you call back, and let me make another nature check for Squirrel to see what he knows about them.
The mating call has begun.
Yeah, he knows a little bit about it. So he does that, and he tells you to wait. He holds his hand up and tells you all to wait. And then you hear the calls again, and they're further away. So he believes that you have convinced him that you are like part of the hunting party, and this area is clear essentially. So you hear the other raptors in the distance moving away because of how well you pretend to be raptors.
New note: Franco's going to teach me raptor next.
It's a valuable language to have. Yeah, so
yeah, it seems that way. The ring, he speaks raptor today.
Yeah, so
Activate the ring for raptor.
You heard Rapilius do it, and then you did it perfectly. You completely mimicked a raptor sound so well that the others couldn't tell.
Hero point. It's exceptional.
Have a hero point. And
So good.
You avoided a small encounter with raptors because that's hilarious.
Here's a hero point. We lost experience points though. Oh.
Oh, I don't do experience points. I do milestone.
Bards.
I know.
Fucking bards, man.
Fucking bards, man. What can't they do?
Keep the party alive.
Oh, we'll see. We'll find out. And to be fair, he's only got the bard archetype. He's actually a swashbuckler.
Well, we have like 2 bards in the party. Though is the problem. A former bard and a new bard. So
former bard. Yeah, I mean, G-Pain is he's fully a summoner now.
Yes,
Old baked new
he's
days.
reformed now. Even has taught him well.
Oh yeah, so you guys are going. I wish I had a map of like a jungle to show you while you're doing that. Like you would have had a fight here, but you're good. You're all good. This is a nice jungle path. You're just walking on it, pretending to be raptors. Everybody's happy. Everybody's great. And yeah, you guys head off towards the mountain.
This like's a good area that we should probably. I think even this might be a good area where we might be able to find those little dinosaurs you like.
Yeah,
This looks like the kind of area they live in.
we can look.
You want to go compy hunting?
Are there any calls they would respond to?
There was a sound they made.
Yeah, the chirping.
Just before they attacked. Usually that's that sound.
Yeah.
Yep. There it is.
Yeah. You guys looking
Franco?
good?
Since we have the map, we should go looking.
Yeah.
There's not a map unless there's an encounter. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
There's Raptor.
Yeah, let's maybe get further away from the Raptors and then
All right.
And then you
do
want to
a little bit of
hunting?
chirping.
Okay.
We walk a little further, we find that this section kind of looks like this. Hey, we should look for little raptors around here.
Yeah.
I'm trying, Joe. I'm trying.
It's all good. It's all good. It's fine. You're going copy hunting. That's fine too. And you already rolled survival but you rolled perception to find them. Yeah, Mendax. Yeah, you got it. So Mendax heard those, and you guys go looking for compies. And
They like thick brush where it's really low to the ground, and they like to sneak up on us
that's true.
and bite us.
And
It got me last time.
And you find a place somewhat like that. So you know you're good to go now. Everything's gonna be wonderful. Here in the bog. And I should have some kind of music or something going on.
Dun, dun,
So this
dun,
is further up the
dun,
river.
dun,
Then
dun.
this is
This isn't
club.
even on a river. This is just like a damp, swampy section of the jungle. You walk a little. You're getting closer and closer towards the river. You walk for like another 20 minutes or so.
oh, okay.
And you're here in the bog. And as you're walking, you can arrange yourself however you want. Squirrel usually likes to be somewhat in front. But as you're here, you will notice that there is.
I prefer Franco and Even in the front, to be honest. Also,
Okay. Well,
I don't
yeah.
think Puck wants to be that far
What-
forward.
Yeah, however you. Well, again, yeah, that's true. Puck wants you back. But Squirrel likes to be ahead of everybody scouting.
Yeah.
But he didn't roll very well. So, yeah, so he's going to be up in front. And then Mendax, wherever you are, you're going to be the one who notices there's a compy on this bush. And he's. On this log, sorry. And he's kind of playing in the water. He's running down the water. He's flipping it up with his head and stuff like that. And you hear him call out. You hear that call we just talked about. And you can see that he is either trying to impress or playing with another compy over here. So they're having a cool, fun compy beach party. And what are you guys going to do to these poor babies?
All right, I will signal the ones behind me to stop, and then I will flick a coin at Squirrel to try to stop him and get his attention. Now, how about a rock? I don't think I
I'll
have
say
any.
coins, big city boy over here.
I don't
throwing-
have any of those. What am I
throwing
thinking? I
poppers in the
pick up a
jungle.
rock and I throw a small rock or pebble just enough to hit him to get his attention, such that I won't alert the compies to us.
Okay, make a ranged attack roll just to see how close. Are you trying to hit him with it or just get next to him? That's my first question.
Try to hit him first. If
Okay.
I miss, then I'll
Yeah,
next
roll a ranged attack and we'll see if he gets hit with it and or notices.
him.
Anything you want. You can just roll your bow if that's what you've got.
Yeah, I'll give it a try, but I think my bow's a +1. I'm gonna use unarmed strike because I think I'm only a +10.
Okay. Is your strength and dex the same? Oh, your unarmed.
I don't use strength for anything.
Got
It's all dex for everything.
That's
So
smart.
the-
Smart. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you thwack him real good.
I
Right in
put
the
him
side.
down, huh? I think I critted him, didn't I?
Well, no, he's a 19 AC. Unless you had a plus.
Oh,
one.
it's his lucky day.
Yeah.
But I'm motivated by the bard.
That'd be a kidney shot with that rock.
I tell him, I signal to him that over on the, to get down and I point over that there's 2 over there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he can pick up and view them if we know where they're at.
Yep. And yeah.
And then
and
I'll
after,
same with the other guys around me. Signal there's 2 over there.
okay. And yeah, after you pointed out, he notices, and he's again a little bit ashamed that he didn't notice himself. But yeah, so he's still kind of in cover and was still moving. I guess we make stealth against their rolls, but you have a big bonus. So let me just roll something real quick. Match this. Stealth request. Oh, I only had squirrel selected. Awesome. Very cool. Try again. Stealth request. There you go. I'll roll for Puck.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yep, that's well. Puck's in the back, so that's fine. The big thing is that Squirrel, who was up bumbling ahead of everybody, didn't blow your position. So yeah, you're good. You're good. The compies doesn't seem to have noticed you. And again, this one over here is calling to and playing with this one over there, who doesn't seem interested. So what would you guys like to do with compies?
Even, you have your net with you? Your fishing net?
I don't think he would.
Okay.
Here's worth a shot. Here's worth a shot. I know you have a net. I just don't know if you have it with you today.
Fair enough.
No,
Fair enough.
I want to, but I don't think he would. So Evan's just going to look to either get close or dive in and just start throttling them with his hands.
All right. So we're doing a combat. Let me.
We could.
Hmm?
I'm happy. I mean, the swashbuckler in me wants to try to lasso one, right?
Do it. Do it.
Right?
Somebody's yelling, panache!
All right. Before I start combat,
I just
is
feel
that
like
what's
I
gonna
have to
happen?
do it.
Are you
Yeah,
going to
do it.
sneak up and try to lasso something?
Yeah. Sure.
I love it.
So yeah, it's showing game paused for me.
Oh,
so
that'd be
move.
great. I could have turned that off like hours ago. That's great. Okay, cool.
Cool. So yeah, so I'll
So
try to,
I'm
maybe-
looking up if there are specific lasso rules, but I'm going to use the grappling hook rules, assuming
Yeah,
they're not.
that makes sense to me.
So,
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and you can make a ranged attack. You can just use your star knife is how we've been doing it, but you do it secretly. Yeah, do it secretly. We'll go with that.
Okay.
So we can see if like you might think you have it and then it falls off or something. All right, and so you're looping at who? Who you the close one? I imagine.
The closer one. Yeah.
So you get it above your head. You got your noosed rope. And you throw it over, and you hit the target, despite how small it is and the fact that it's like bobbing around, trying to impress this other compy on the other side of the river. You just get it right around the whole thing, and you pull it taut at the right moment so it doesn't like fall at its feet or anything. You grab it around its neck and begin yanking it, and it feels solid to you.
All right. Well then, he's gonna just start like pulling it in and probably also like walking back with it.
All right.
So what rolls do I have to make?
That's gonna be athletics to pull it, but we're gonna start combat as that's happening. You get one
Sure,
action, so
that
go
makes
ahead and make an
sense.
athletics check to see if you can yank it at all.
Okay.
That's not very good, but they're not
I'm
very
gonna
strong.
I'm gonna redo it.
Yeah, okay. Did you get a hero point? Might as well.
Let's try that again.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes. That is much better. That is a critical success against it. So yeah, so you yank it a good 20 feet towards you if you want to. Is that what you want?
Yeah. Well, he basically like loops it around it, like kind of like puts it around a tree to use the tree, and then just like runs with it. So basically, he's kind of like using that as leverage as he runs back, because he basically, I want to get it. Evan's the one who wants it, so he's going to try to just like drag it over so that Even can grab it.
Okay. Yeah. So you drag it to there and you move. So basically, let's assume you shortened it a little bit, so it's a little closer.
Yeah.
than that. But yeah, so you're
Yeah.
pulling it in and walking and doing a great job of it, and that's when we'll start combat. So you've done that. I've done that. I mash this roll for everyone button, right? And I mash begin encounter, and it should pop out automatically for everybody.
Ooh.
And like I said before, if you don't like the sounds, you can turn them off in the options, and we can go over that again later if you want. But Mendax, you have one initiative.
This water, how much water is there between me and the other comfy? I don't want to get my shoes wet.
the other copy, the one that's not lassoed, you mean?
Yes, that's a lot of water. It looks like an awful lot of water between me
It
and my
is an awful
shoes.
lot of water, but it's still like waist high even on goblins. Like it is not deep water, but it is shoe damaging water.
Yeah, that's all water.
And
All right, so
I'm
if
gonna
I was
challenge-
to make a leap between the first island over the first one, the island that has a little log on it. Let me see if I can do that.
Yeah, go
If I
for
want
it.
to leap from, trying to figure out how to. Isn't the left button? There it is. If I want to go from here to here,
Yeah.
okay, and then this. How far are we talking from here to here?
That's 10 feet, and then from the log to here, and across. Can you see my measurement
It's
tools?
it's an athletic checks, isn't it?
It's athletics, yes. Unless
Oh,
you can
good
explain
God.
another reason to use another skill. I'm very open to that. So narrate your way to success.
I'm looking for. How about vines hanging from a tree?
There
so
you
I can-
go. Yeah.
I'm gonna earn me my first panache point.
Oh, yeah. All right. So what's the plan, man? I'll say there are vines between these second two. This first one's a clean jump. But if you can make that, if you want to jump to the next one, then I will say that there are vines in this area.
Here comes my 3 actions. I'm going
Okay.
to move and jump.
Uh-huh.
Because I think the total distance here is 50 to the edge of him.
Yes.
That's
And so we looked this up before, I remember. So, like, jumping just succeeds, right? If it's within, I think 10 feet jumps just
it's the landing or something was the part, right?
If you
You fail, you
so
fall.
the leaping you move 10 feet, unless you make the roll, and if you make the roll, you can go a further distance and not fall prone. If you fail the roll, you jump the 10 feet and then fall on your butt. I think was what we.
Yes,
found,
correct.
right?
You can leap 10 feet horizontally if your speed is at least 15 feet. So that first jump that's 10 feet, you can just jump that. If you take like a little running start or whatever, like you can make this jump here. And then if you want to do the further one, you actually have to use the long
There's
jump
something,
action.
you said there's a vine or something I can swing on. So my goal is from the second one is to do a swinging vine. And at the apex of my swing, I want to drop on top of the comfy and try to grab it.
You want to grab it? Okay, sure.
I want to just kind of land on it, and I'm going to try to grab it.
Okay, so you can.
But
We'll say
at the end of my acrobatics check, I'm going to try to get at the vertex at the high point, and then fall on top of a comfy when it's not ready for it.
math teacher talking
Jump
about his
from above,
vertexes.
it might be.
All right, go
So
for
I'll
it.
let you figure out the penalty of what I'm about to do to myself.
Sure. But yeah, let's assume that you do that though. You move. I gotta turn off the measuring tool. You're gonna move. You're gonna make that jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not a problem there.
That's 25 feet. Yeah. Then you're gonna move, and you'll make the
10
jump.
and
This is the
something,
acrobatics check.
something, a large pomfran or something. I'm swinging on something crazy.
Sure.
But whatever my penalty is, I'm going to swing because I don't want to get my shoes wet. I'm going to swing on whatever's in the air there, gently gliding through the trees. And then with the apex, when I'm at the high point, I'm going to let go and land on the creature.
All right, go for it.
That's
Yeah.
the plan. So that sounds like an acrobatics at
That
the end.
sounds like an acrobatics check to me. I agree.
All right. Well, minus all those penalties for craziness, but here it comes.
Correct.
Banzai!
Well,
Oh,
I can't
baby!
argue with a 20. So there you go.
Perfect, just like I planned
You
it out.
achieved everything you've ever dreamed of, and you come down and are trying to grab it with an.
And my shoes are dry. That's all that matters.
That is, and if you're grabbing, that's athletics.
Isn't it?
If you're grappling.
Oh no. Yeah, that's what I said. 'Tis what I said, wasn't it?
It is.
In my head, I'm trying to remember that wonderful song, and I'm mixing up the lyrics that he was singing. So here comes my athletics.
I like
check.
big cliffs. Da-da-da-da.
Where's the clip? Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So
wait.
you do
Wait.
everything well,
Wait.
and you get. I was even going to give you
No,
a bonus.
no. I'm gonna roll it again so I can fail twice because
Okay.
it'll make me feel better. Here goes one of those hero points. I can't end that great dramatic scene with a. Oh yes, I can. I can do even worse. I can only use one action point, right?
You can always use one. I'm pretty sure you can use one hero point a turn. I don't. At least in Pathfinder 1, that was the rule. So
Well, it was really good. I land right next to him and I give it a gentle pet.
that is a critical failure. I don't think there is a critical
It
failure
is.
for grappling, but you critically
Yeah,
failed
yeah.
to grapple. You get a little caught up.
Face down in the dirt, right next to where I want to land. Went for the gentle grab and I missed. But
Yes.
there I am.
Correct. You went to
All
grab
right,
him,
well-
and you've soiled your shirt in the mud.
But my shoes are okay?
Your shoes are okay.
No, shoes are okay. Then we're fine. Somebody must have prestidigitation around here.
That's true. All right, even. You watched an amazing jumping display and then a bad pickup.
Well, Even is going to rage, and then he doesn't even hesitate and just walks into the water and doesn't slow down at all.
You got people lassoing, people hopping around, swinging, just like
I love
shrugs
it.
and walks into the water like, fuck this shit.
Where's the first one? Oh, okay.
It was dragged
Way back.
here. Franco dragged one there. Run, 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 run.
That's it.
That's 2 moves, and you raged. All right.
Correct.
All right. Compy 2 goes, and that's the one next to you. So yeah, it calls out. It does its whole little thing. It does its and it's gonna bite at you, and it's confused because it was looking at this guy that was trying to impress her, and you lassoed that one away. It doesn't know what's going on.
Did I impress her?
No, you're scared her a bit though. So she goes to bite you. Oh, I have secret on. Let me turn off secret. Public roll. Strike. She goes to bite you and gets a 10, which is a critical failure. That's cool.
Well, it's only fair I critical failed for her.
That's cruel. So this is unarmed, hard-edged adversary. You take 2d6 piercing or slashing damage determined by the GM. Do you have anything spiky or slashy on your legs and feet? What are your shoes made of?
Spike stilettos, is that what you're looking for?
I don't know. We'll say that
They look very sharp.
it
I
doesn't
probably
matter
have a
yet.
rapier on. I probably have the rapier on my hip. Since
Yeah,
I
we'll, say,
don't have
yeah,
it
we'll
out
go
at the
with
moment.
that. It goes to bite your wonderful shoes, but mistakenly gets the
Not
wrong
the
way
shoes.
and pierces its own neck on your sword.
Not the shoes. Well, we got a shish kebab here.
And it deals 4 damage to itself. Absolutely wonderful. So it bit and failed. All it can really do is bite. So it's gonna try to bite again and critically fail again. Right? Yeah. Yeah. This is not the compy's day.
It scared us last time.
Just a taste. You hit an ally adjacent to you or the target. There's no one else there. All right. It's not going to take the last one, so it is going to try to run away. It's going to move this way. Boop, 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 boop. It can't actually hide, and that's it. Compo Signathus 3, I guess, is the one over there. And that's the one that's lassoed. It's going to try to escape. Let's get the hell out of there. So... skills... acrobatics is best, I think? Oh, so you want to... Nope, it's not getting out. And then it's going to try again.
Rough night, Joe.
Yeah,
And
this
the
is not
rolls
going
are
well
not
for these.
happening.
Well, these are tiny dinosaurs. You guys are much more powerful than we were last time we came here. And escape has the attack thing, right? Nas, are you telling me that, or? Yeah, so they have a -5 on this one now. Oh, a 20. That'll
Yeah,
actually
that's
get
probably
me out.
good.
Yeah, I think that'll get me out. I think I'm going against your
His athletics.
his athletics. What's your athletics DC?
So 10 plus his athletics.
Okay, let me see what your athletics.
That's enough. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
plus 7. I
17.
think.
So okay, yeah. So it escapes and it tries to run over here. And it used 2 actions to do that. And how fast are they? 30, so it can move another 10. And you can see that it's trying to like get hid in the jungle, but can't. Stop for a second. Yeah. There is another compy over here that once this one ran past it, it kind of perked up and is looking around. You guys didn't notice this. It blended in with the log. And let's see. How does it feel? I'm gonna roll d20. It is going to also run. So this one runs and then tries to hide. You can make checks later to find it. Puck goes. I'm gonna basically just skip him. I'm gonna move him up to here in case he's needed, but I'm gonna skip him. I also want to skip Squirrel. I don't really want to be taking shots with him, but I guess whatever. I'll take a shot with him. Why
Yeah,
not?
just have Squirrel not in the combat. That's
okay,
fine.
fine. Franco, go.
You need the sport. It's fine.
So Franco will let out a big grump and then move forward. And try to lasso it again.
I'm not giving up on you.
So that's about where the rope got dropped. So he'll just pick up the loop again,
Okay,
open it up a little bit, and then launch it forward again.
sure.
I guess I'll do the blind one again.
Yep. You successfully loop it. This time you don't get it around the neck, but you pull it, and it's too low, and it catches its claws, but it still seems tight, and the compy falls on its face. You've got it by the legs now.
Okay. And then I think Franco will look around for something in between him and the compy that he feels like the compy would kind of get caught up in, like some sort of brush that he could basically kind of like pull it into to wrap it up even tighter.
Yeah.
If that makes sense?
Yeah, you believe if you pull it into this and kind of move north, you'd kind of be whipping it around this bush? You think that would kind of achieve what you're looking for, yeah.
So yeah, so I guess I'll just do another athletics to
Yeah,
for
skill
that
while you
pull.
yank it. Yeah. Alright. Pretty pretty sure that's enough. Let me check on the little copy. Yeah, that's enough. So,
Okay, so I'll
Yep.
like, do the little move as part of that.
All right, go like that. He's kind
Kind
of
of wrap him up into the bush.
sure. Put him in the bush. Why not? Up there. So yeah, you got him by the leg, and you're dragging him across the ground now, and he's not walking. He's kind of writhing on the floor as you're doing that, and you're trying to wrap him up in the bush. And we're back to the top with Mendax.
All right, Joe, you ready?
I'm ready.
My 3 actions. I'm going to try to stand up and pull my cloak off.
Okay. Well, you didn't fall down,
Move
did you?
Towards... What's that?
You didn't
I don't
fall
know.
down.
I flew through the air. I don't know if I fell. Maybe I landed, just didn't grab it.
Fair. Yeah, you didn't grab it. But if you want to
I
stand
will
up,
pull
that's
my
fine.
cloak off.
Yeah.
I'm going to make the jump across that last set of water, and with my cloak, I'm going to try to capture the little guy with my cloak now. It's already dirty at this point. What's the matter?
All right. So you're gonna like jump that 10 feet. Make
Or
it to
towards
here.
him. I don't know, whichever way move.
Yeah.
And then with my cloak, I'm going to try to make an attack on him. So,
All right.
you want just an unarmed strike on him? Use that.
Yeah, yes. That's what's gonna happen.
All right, I'll try it.
And then when you're done with that, make a perception check. That is a hit.
Woohoo!
And you're just trying to get your cloak around.
Just get him in a cloak. I just want to grab him in
Is
the
there-
cloak.
Is there a penalty for improvised weapons in this game?
Look.
If I was trying to damage him, maybe. I'm
look-
just trying to
yeah.
net him, basically.
That's true. But yeah, go ahead and look at that.
No
and then
damage.
Make a
Shouldn't be any
perception
damage
check.
to this.
Correct. Make a perception check when you have a second.
While I'm there.
Yeah, because you can see the other copy.
Or can I?
You can, surprisingly. Yeah, so the other copy got up to there and was hiding. As you walk in, and improvised weapon is a -2 to attack rolls, but you still hit that copy. So yes, you nailed it. You now
Okay.
got the copy wrapped
I
up
went
in a
inside
cloak.
my cloak now, huh?
And what are you doing with that?
I'll figure that out next round because I think it was a cloak, move, compy, and a cloak. So
Fair-
yeah,
fair
that's where I'm
enough.
at this moment.
Fair enough. Okay.
Please don't destroy my cloak. Is all I'm
That's
asking.
next round's problem. Either.
Yeah.
Like every. Am I muted? No, I'm not
No,
muted.
you're good.
Excellent. Like every shark
Oh,
movie
there's
you've
another one
ever
next to
seen.
me. There, I'll just say that.
Like every shark movie you've ever seen, there seems to be nothing, and then all of a sudden, the shark explodes out of the water and comes down on the protagonist. So Uden comes flying out of the water and is going to strike non-lethally to try and knock out the compy.
Okay, make a perception check, because that one was trying to hide. Mendex told you it was there, but just make sure you don't
Okay.
really bobble.
Does it? I was going to say, does it beat our passive perception?
Yes. I believe
Okay,
it
good.
does. Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't see it.
No, you were right. I double checked it. You are right. Your passive perception is high enough to see it.
Oh, sweet.
I just double checked the numbers. You're right. So you do see it. Apologies.
No worries, man. So he flies out of the water and comes down on top of it, and rather than biting with his teeth, he sort of like smashes it with his body, almost like punching the wind out of it.
All right. How badly are you going to hurt this poor baby thing?
We'll
Not
see.
legally. That is
Badly.
a critical hit.
Whoops.
So if I'm striking non-lethally, it'll be unconscious. Yeah.
I hope so. I'm going to go with yes. I don't know if there's rules like in Pathfinder 1 where if you do so much non-lethal damage, you actually start hurting the thing, but
Oh, look.
Oh, wow.
it's very asleep. I'm going to go with yeah, it's unconscious.
It's unconscious forever.
Yeah. It's marked as dead, but it's alive. I described that automatically. But I promise it's alive.
And then even will just move to here.
I can clear state on that. Okay. That's you. And now copy 2 goes, and it's going to bite at your boy Mendax again. 23 actually hits. You have nimble dodge, but
Does.
it's not enough.
Oh no, my cloak? Is this the one? Oh no.
This is the one in your cloak, yes.
Oh no, not my cloak. Please, Joe, not the cloak.
Let's try to bite you more than the cloak. Like, you got it wrapped up, and maybe it's like pushing its head out.
He's
and
sticking
just-
his head out.
it's
It's
like
popping
take-
his head up, biting me as he comes back in.
It's like a chest burster from inside the cloak. Comes out and just bites you in the, tries to bite you in the stomach area.
It's like my nightmare of Rocket attacking me.
It does kind of look a little rugged. You take 2 damage,
Rocket head popping out of.
and you need to make a fortitude save.
Well, make or attempt? I'll just attempt one.
Attempt. Fair. You have failed. You take 1.
Wait. I got one more point.
Okay.
Just give it to me. I'll just take
You're
it.
gonna take it? All right.
Yes.
You are taking 2 damage, and you are enfeebled as you feel this paralyzing venom spreading from your stomach where it bit you. And then it's going to try to escape. So it bites you, and then now it has a penalty. There's a -5 on this. A 15 versus your...
I have a -1 on my strength, so I don't know
Oh.
that. Because I'm now enfeebled, so
Fair
my strength,
enough.
which isn't that good in the first place.
And your athletics check, if I come over here and look at it, is a -1.
There's a reason I do things acrobatically and not athletically. I was trying to.
All right. Yeah, so you've wrapped it in your cloak. It comes out, it bites you in the stomach. You feel this paralyzing coldness in your stomach, and then it jumps out of the thing and runs. So it did 2 actions. It gets 1 more. It is running like this, and it doesn't have time to get hid. The one with Franco is tied up again. All right. What can I do about that? I'm going to try to get away. It critically succeeds and gets away. So you watch Franco, it's kicking its feet, and you're trying to yank it, and then right at the last moment, you watch as your noose loosens for a second, and its feet slip out, and you pull it, and the noose is gone. So it gets loose, it stands up, and it runs. This way. And doesn't have time to get hid. And Franco.
You're muted, Jeff.
I still don't want to kill this thing. How many times is it going to escape from me?
Well, no, Joe,
How
this
many
is a
times
really
am I-
tough fight.
This
We're
is
having
the
a
toughest
lot
fight
of
I've had so far.
Yeah.
Grappling is really streamlined.
All right. 3rd time's a charm.
Okay.
Move over.
And when you're done, toss me a perception check to do the secret thing. Yes, you critically succeeded.
Nice.
So it's immobilized
There you go.
and restrained. So it can't do anything but try to break free.
All right. Put a mobilize button on you, right? Yeah. Boom. There you go. So you critically succeeded. So you don't yank it anywhere, but you critically succeeded.
It has a lot more strength than it looks. That's a tough one.
Well, no, maybe it was
He's
caught.
pretty strong.
Maybe it was caught in a tree. Yeah. So you
Yeah.
lassoed it and you go to pull it and it's caught on something. Make your perception check. Oh, it was like down. It was here. Make your perception check. And yeah, you think it's caught on some twigs or like the bushes in the area. That's you. Did you move to do
That's
that?
it.
Too? Okay, that's
Yeah,
it.
I did. Yeah, that's it.
Right, Mendax. That bastard bit you.
He bit me. I'm angry, but that's not going to stop me. I'm going to move. No water in between, so I'm okay. In fact, I'll move up right behind him.
Yep.
Oh, I got to push the right button here. I'm moving the button again. There we go. Right up behind him. And I saw even do this. I'm going to punch him. Gently.
Okay. Punch him.
I'm going to punch him.
Come here,
Unarmed
you little
strike.
bastard. Bah!
You bit me. Take that.
Yeah, that is a regular hit, so you can do regular damage to it. And then you dealt 6 damage to it. It already has some damage to it.
Wait, no, it's not 6 damage.
Why?
Take off whatever the D6 was for sneak. I
Oh.
don't get the sneak on this.
Fair enough. Okay. You rolled a 3 for sneak. So
-1 is the 2.
Well, no, you rolled a 4 for the regular damage. So yeah, so you get 3.
Oh yeah, okay, 3.
You get 3. Okay, so I can do that. It is still standing. So you go up and you pop it in
Nope.
the back of the head, and it hisses at
Punch.
you and ducks.
Here.
And toss me a
Punch number
perception
2.
check.
I got
Oh.
one more punch coming.
Okay. Punch and then perception check. Go do your map punch. 15 will hit it.
All right, let me turn off. This time I'll turn off my sneak attack.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, here comes a whole lot of damage.
This music is a little spooky.
I have no idea why I did that.
Well, because it's your roll could theoretically be 0. So KH is keep highest. It's 1d4 minus 1 or 1, keep the highest. So if you rolled a 0, it would report a 1. They just show you the algorithm in there to kind of look spooky.
It said BJ rolled probably for some
Oh,
dice.
I'm sorry. I don't know why you made it 0.
I don't know why I did that, but either
Well,
way.
You rolled 2 damage, which is enough to knock
Okay.
it out.
Hey, Even, did you see that? I'll make my perception now.
Yeah, now make your perception check. You knocked another one out. Yeah, Mendax. So not only do you see the one you see there, and the one that Franco has wrangled, there is a fourth copy over there.
Oh,
And-
there's another one in the bushes. 3
and-
spaces due north of me.
And notably, you find some compy eggs. You find tiny little eggs that they all seem to be running to and or protecting. And we're back to even.
Even just walks back into the water and will do some barbarian type stuff. And he comes up through Mendax and wind up there because I don't think he sees the other one. And thump the one nearest him.
All right. Go for it. That's the one that's been wrangled.
It's flat-footed, so it's got a -2. I don't know if that helps.
It does help. You have hit it.
Really?
That is enough to knock it unconscious. So that's another unconscious copy.
And even will just roar at the last one.
All right. This one is unconscious, right? Yeah, I think that one's unconscious. And you're roaring at the last one versus we'll say you have successfully scared it. It appears intimidated by you. But notably, something else happens. So, even you barely rolled well enough to notice right at the end as it's happening, you see something large is moving in the trees above you. And you watch as a giant constrictor snake
Whoa.
essentially just flops and falls out of the tree onto Franco.
Ugh.
And it tries to bite you with its jaws. And, is that not good enough? That's not good enough. So it falls down out of the tree and tries to hit
I know somebody who would like that.
So he does that and fails. He's on top of you, but I'm going to leave him up here just so he can move the token a bit easier. He does that. He falls, and then he's going to try again. Right? That's all he can do. Yeah, he's got to try again with a force attack bonus. Kapow! An 18 is still not good enough. Yeah. So you watch as he falls, and he got completely element of surprise. He's all around you, and you watch as he's trying to curl around you and bite twice, and fails. But he is kind of slowly maneuvering around you in a circle, and he's like over 15 feet long. And huge.
Damn.
And composing that is 3. That's unconscious. We're good. And then 5, you have scared it, so it is actually frightened, right? Statistically frightened. You didn't super scare it. You rolled like what'd you roll? 15. Yeah. So it's scared, but it is protecting its eggs. So it's going to come at you even, and you can tell it's very much afraid of you. It's being very defensive in its positioning, and it comes up and it tries to bite you once, fails miserably, critically fails. I'm doing amazing. This is going great. Unarmed, tiring.
That's not a critical fail, is it?
You have a 21 AC.
Oh, I guess because level. I forget that level goes into that. I'm like, wait, I could take a -1 for rage.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
level.
Yeah,
shield.
so
Got it.
it goes to bite you, critically fumbles, and is fatigued for its trouble. So it walks up, it's being very, very skittish and things like that, and it snaps at you, trying to protect its eggs, and in the process, like, just overexerts itself and is exhausted. And you watch as it kind of coils back towards its eggs and tries to defend them. And that's that turn. And Franco, back to you.
Hey, Joe, I got a quick question.
Yeah.
Is my enfeebled gone?
Oh no! At the end of your turn, you should make a Fortitude save. That's a good point.
Oh.
Maybe I
Alright.
forgot that. Thank you for reminding me. No, you have.
It's still there.
No, it's still
But it's
there.
getting worse.
And you take, you go to stage 2. I have to find out what stage 2 is again.
Bad.
I don't think it's that bad. Stage 2. Oh, it's 1d8. The enfeebled doesn't get worse, though. It says enfeebled 1, so the poison got hurt more. I only rolled a 1, though.
Nope, it got better. It wasn't as bad.
Yeah, it wasn't as
Yeah.
bad. This is going well for you. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Well,
Franco.
I don't know if well's the word I'd use, but okay.
Franco.
So I'm gonna just really lean into theme tonight. But actually, first, the one that even hit, that was and knocked unconscious. That was the one on the other end of my lasso, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so Even's basically like at the other end of that rope. Perfect. So first things first, Franco's going to try to basically like quickly wrap the end of the rope that he has around the snake.
Okay.
So like kind of just like quickly around it and back to himself.
All right.
I don't know if there's a particular role you want me to make for that. but-
If you're trying to tangle it up, I want to say it's at athletics, but unless you have can narrate it better than that.
Probably works fine for me. Yeah, it's fine.
I will let you, so I'll let you do something else too. I will let you make a deception check to get a bonus on this. Essentially, you're like juking the snake, because it's already biting at you and missing, and maybe you juke a certain way to get it somewhere that you can wrap it around it. So if you make a deception
Okay.
check, I will give you a small bonus to this athletics check.
Sure.
And, so you juke it a little bit, but the snake is so thick and so quick that you can't get a good wrap around him. So you do get him where you want, and you throw the rope over, and you're just not fast enough to handle all of it. And
Okay.
that was one action. You can try again if you
Yeah.
want.
Can I try again?
Sure.
Take a -5, but yeah.
Yeah, correct. Because
Hmm.
it's like an attack. It would be attack-ish.
Think how else I want to do this. Maybe I can try tumbling around him as I do it, like a tumble through.
Okay, you're gonna tumble through with the rope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like
Trying,
where
not,
this is going. Yeah.
trying to knot him up.
Okay, sure. I'm down for this. That's not gonna work.
I'm gonna redo that one. This
There you go.
there we
yeah.
go.
So you lose your footing for a second, and you almost tumble directly into one of the meatiest parts of the snake. But then you catch yourself and kind of do a springing cartwheel over it, and then underneath another part. So you manage to loop all the way around, and you've got it wrapped around now. And then what's the plan
Okay.
for this?
So yeah, so I'll move a little bit as part of the tumble.
Okay.
And I assume that would get me some panache.
Yes, of course, yes.
Okay, and then basically he'll yell over to Even, grab the other end, do to it what it would do to us, and would inspire the two of them
Ooh.
to be a little bit extra strong when they do it.
You have a song about a snake prepared?
I do not. I do not have a song about strangling a snake with a rope. No.
I like big snakes.
Anaconda.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
The next verse.
It's part of the same goddamn song. It would be perfect.
It is.
Don't.
Let me hear you do Nicki Minaj. Yes.
Oh, I was thinking the sticking with the I like big butts one.
My anaconda.
Yeah.
Don't want none. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Work on the song. You've got a couple seconds before your turn.
It's
comes up.
perfect. Yeah.
It is.
Mendax, you're back.
Oh God. All right. We'll take the easy out. I'm going to. I can't get the number on this guy up here, but I'm going to move up to here.
Oh, I have a
Too
button
far.
for that. Sorry, I'll fix that.
Usually I can. Oh, there
Now
it is.
you should be able to. Yeah.
Number 5.
I have to do
Okay.
it.
Okay. When do I make my roll for my thing at the
At
end
the
of the
end
round?
of your turn, yes.
Okay, round 1 I move. Round 2 I'm gonna try a punch. Song of Strength. No, that doesn't help. All right. I'm gonna try punching it.
Punchy punch. That is a punch. That is a hit.
Ooh. All right, see if I can get. Let's see.
1 damage.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's still
I'm
alive.
not done yet. I'm try it again because I'm feeling it.
Does that have your map in it?
It's
No,
not.
there's a -5 on that.
Well,
Then.
15.
15 is still a hit.
My bad.
It's still a hit. You're good.
All right, and another one.
Huzzah!
We'll get there eventually.
Huzzah!
All right, third
Good job,
action
Noah.
though.
Going fishing.
What's that?
Gonna go fishing for a crit on your third attack.
I'm next even. I can do some kind of aid to him, right?
Yeah, it's you still make an attack roll though, but it's not on your turn. Yeah, so you could do that if you like.
Okay. How do I attack roll with what? Just unarmed
Well,
strike?
I think you make it on his turn, but it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But yeah,
You
you
make
can
a reaction before my attack, but I'm not going. It's not going to matter because I'm not doing that.
it's fine.
All right.
And then I have to make a fort save.
Yes, you make another fort save. Correct.
Yay.
You made it, but that only takes you from stage 2 back to stage 1, so you take 1d6.
Joe,
but-
don't sound so surprised when I make it, please. I know it's a miracle that I made it, but please.
if you
I'm not that
die
bad.
to Compost Agathis poison, I'm gonna laugh. Oh, there
I
you
had
go.
a bad. Oh, jeez.
There it is.
Wait, is that a stage 1 damage?
That is a stage 1. Stage 2 is d8.
Oh, okay. Take more damage from that than the other one combined.
Correct.
Doubled.
All right.
It went 2,
even.
1, 6.
Is the constrictor snake where it is?
It's actually down.
Okay.
Like here, like that.
So even completely ignores the compy and moves up on the snake
Yes.
and basically will bite and twist the snake into the rope.
Okay.
So
Are you doing a grapple or an actual bite?
a grapple.
Guy loves grappling.
So it's got +2 on it.
That is a critical hit if you have a +2 in there.
So he is now grappled and immobilized and restrained. And
Very cool.
and I'll bite him.
So you said
This is the real snake here.
Oh, I guess I can't bite him if I'm holding him with my teeth. I'll just punch him.
Well, I also we talked about it. I forgot there was a feat or something you were talking about it. But once you got somebody bit, I would let you change to
Just
grapple.
Bite. Okay. Okay, cool.
Squeeze a little harder.
Because there's no statistical
good.
reason you couldn't have just grappled with your hands. It's just thematic that you use the bite, right?
Right. He's got a -2 to AC.
I was looking for other problems. It had grabbed, immobilized, and what did you say it was also?
Restrained. It just means that he can't do anything with the attack action except escape.
A 24 is a hit.
With the flat-footed, is that a crit?
Oh, flat-footed is what, -2?
Correct.
Yes, that is a crit with him. Yes, that is correct.
Woo!
Oh,
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
That's a dead
Holy
snake.
shit!
Wow.
That's a dead constrictor snake. Well, hi. That is the end of.
Got a little too hard.
Oh wait, there's a compy left, right? There's a scared compy.
Yeah, we'll just speed it up.
Yeah.
Probably
It's a scared Mendax.
especially
too.
scared now, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. I'm gonna end the combat. Mendex, are you gonna try to bop that compy?
I'm also going to try to, yeah.
Let's have Mendex take a turn and assume you can bomb it. If you don't, it's gonna run. They have a 14 AC, so yes, that is a hit. Oh, because it's scared. It's a 14. They're normally 15. Still.
It is fatigued though. So
Up
I
and only
don't
has like
correct.
4 hit points because this is getting
Yep,
this is
okay.
going to take forever.
Take your turn. Like do your map 5 and whatever else. Yeah, that's a hit.
4 hits for 4 damage.
Yeah, this is your
How am I
last
doing,
action.
Coach?
It's gonna run away after this. You get one more chance if you want to go fishing with a -10.
You want to take the -10?
If you want to, it's up to you.
Isn't the rule never attack on the 3rd attack? It's a fool's errand.
It's up to you. Okay, well, it's gonna
What do
run.
I do?
Then.
Probably break my wrist here.
Okay, then don't. It runs.
Yeah, I'm going to instead. I'm going to
Mhm.
battle medicine.
Okay, that's good. All right. So does that do poisons?
No, but it'll heal me.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and battle medicine yourself, and then make another fortitude save. And that compy runs away and gets away, and combat will end. And
I failed. I do not heal myself. And then
You go back to
No,
stage 2.
no. I have one. No, I have one more point. Here we
You're
go.
gonna use a hero point for this.
I don't want to die to a compy.
That would be bad.
I'm going to die to a compy. I hate this game.
You're gonna die. To
Yeah. Oh, thanks. I can't even heal myself. Everything's going down. The world's getting fuzzy. Goodbye.
Right.
Goodbye, even.
So combat's over. We're gonna resolve Mendex's poison. Does anybody have anything they want to do in the next several seconds?
Puck wants to come over and take care of me.
Could Puck here? I don't think Puck can do
Medicine check. I think he can replace I think he gets a roll when I make my roll or something like that.
I will look.
Medicine.
I know you can help with afflictions, like if you have acid and stuff on you, but I don't know what you could do because you have to narrate, like, what are you doing to give you a roll on the check, basically.
Treat poison. You are holding healer's tools or you are wearing them and have a hand free. You treat a patient to prevent the spread of poison. Attempt a medicine check against the poison's DC. After you attempt to treat poison, you can't try again until after the next time that creature attempts a new save. Critical success, you grant a +4. Success, you grant a +2.
I see. Somehow I see even taking or not. I take Puck coming at me with a sharp object, scissors, make a slight cut in my abdomen.
Yeah.
And squeezing out my organs or my blood or my poison. One way or another, something's squirting out of me.
Correct. Yeah. Puck walks over with his shears and he looks at you and can tell that like you've been bit. Like you can see the festering wound spreading on your stomach, bleeding through your shirt. And he looks at you and just says, "You want me to cut it out?"
I think so.
Okay. Well,
Please.
He takes
Either
the
way,
shears.
I just close my eyes and nod. I don't want to look.
Okay. Does he have assurance or anything? Let me check.
He
His
does.
feats. He does.
He does, but I don't know if assurance would get him to
He
the
only
DC
has a
of the
5, so it's a 15. What's the save I had to make? The poison's DC.
Yeah.
I should know that.
I think it was more than that.
I
he
feel like
rolled
it was,
something.
so I just wanted to check to make sure. Yes, it was. So yeah, so he needs the roll. So he looks at it and he does assess that. Yeah, he needs to try. he can't just rely on stuff. So
Yeah.
Here we go. He fails, and he can't try again for how long now?
Until he
So
makes
my
his next
check,
save.
so
So next
I'm
turn,
on my own on
next
this
turn.
check.
Okay, so you're on your own. So yeah, go ahead and make a fortitude save. So he begins cutting, and it doesn't seem to help yet.
Well, I think I can do, if I'm not mistaken, I think I can do battle medicine again until I succeed or fail.
Okay. As
Choose-
it's free when you
hit
can check
points,
entire
choose one.
DCs. The target is temporarily immune to your battle medicine for 1 day. It doesn't say on success. Yeah, I think you only get to try once, right?
Only all right.
Yeah.
Well,
Does the poison last forever?
No.
yes.
So
Rest of my-
Yeah.
Hey!
So you went from stage 2 to stage 1 again and take 1d6 that time.
Crit doesn't get me two
Oh,
stages
I think
better.
it does. You're right. You were correct.
That's I was hoping.
That is a rule. Yes. If you
Oh, Puck, you saved me.
it works the other way too. If you critically fail, you go up 2 stages.
Yeah, it gets really bad. Puck,
They-
you saved me. Thanks so much. You're the best.
He is the best bloodletter in the party. It's true.
Alright.
So yeah, so you guys have 3 unconscious copies.
And some eggs. How many
And-
eggs?
There are 2 eggs. 2 compy eggs.
Oh, picture shows 3. I see 3.
It's true.
Or as usual, Mendex is an issue and steps on 1. That's usually what happens. I think that happened last time we were collecting eggs.
At least one time, yeah. So yeah, you have 2 compy
Yeah.
eggs and 3 compies. Are you collecting them? You're taking them with you? What's the plan with this?
Yeah. Snake has no chance of being alive.
No, it's a very dead snake.
Oh, look, its head's over there. Its body's over there. Nope,
Yeah.
pretty sure I can't save it.
Even was looking to like kind of wrangle it around and ended up just cutting through it with its teeth.
Yeah, he bit it. He literally, he grapples with the teeth and squeezed a little too hard.
All right, what do you guys want to do with all this stuff you just got? Oh, I'm gonna add stuff to the
Even,
party.
you want to butcher a snake? That's a lot of meat.
Of course. Will the live ones be too much trouble?
You think you probably keep them unconscious for a while. I mean, they're small, but they are kind of loud. Like if you assume, and Squirrel would agree with that if you're gonna like throw them in a sack and take them with you, if they wake up, they're gonna start chirping and making noise and stuff. But
Yeah.
you can always just knock them out again.
And then you just club them like
Yeah.
a baby seal. It'll work great.
Well, do you want them like basically even's fine to just take the eggs unless we want to take the compies.
I thought copies were for Kirkee. I assume that's what we were collecting them for.
eggs would work as well and be less trouble, unless Squirrel wants to take them back to the ship.
I'll send him back with the confies and no, because there's Raptors between us and where the ship. Don't want to send one person by himself.
Fair.
Yeah,
All right.
that's reasonable.
Even I'll throw him in a sack and we'll see what goes on, and we'll have Puck to carry the eggs as usual.
Okay.
And butcher a snake for dinner.
Huzzah.
Yay. Tastes like comfy.
Any venom in the snake that we could bottle up, or is it not a poisonous snake?
Straight constrictor.
It is a constrictor snake. It is not
Okay.
a venomous
No
snake.
poison.
Correct.
It is a
would've-
meaty
It would have
snake.
squeezed the hell out of you. But yeah, he's not poisoned. The compies are, though. The compies have venom and even knows enough about that now. Kirkee made him a special little doohickey out of it.
I can tell you all about that. Yeah, they make you weaker.
I've got some first-hand experience with the poison. You know?
I know. I'm pretty sure I know how this works. Not well.
All
Oh,
right.
let's see. Hey, I actually think I might need a medic. Puck, while he's butchering the snake, Puck, can you maybe give me a little help?
Sure. Okay. So with assurance, he can automatically pass the regular check if he doesn't use risky surgery and if he doesn't use the other thing. So are you willing to
16.
spend like half an hour here while you're butchering the snake? So you can try 3 times and everything, or what?
Probably take that long to chop the.
I think he could probably
snake
get
up
done
and-
20 minutes. I'm not that wounded.
All right. Well, if you're willing to stay, I'll make the checks. Yeah, sure. All right. Click on Puck. Go to skills. He automatically passes and he heals. Is
Yeah,
it
it's a
4?
2d8.
It's 2d8. It's only 4 if you crit succeed. So yeah, so he's gonna regular succeed. Yeah, so 2d8. That's fine. I'll roll those. 2d8 kapow and 2d8 kapow. So those are
Done.
both healed
That's
for
20.
minutes.
That's it.
Yeah, there you go. So
Woohoo!
20 minutes passes and
Puck's
Puck
my
is-
hero.
Puck is hacking at Mendax and then bandaging him.
Can we
up.
give Puck a hero point for tonight for that?
If you want to vote him for the MVP, you could do it.
No. He gets a hero point for saving my life. If he wants to use it for whatever reason.
If he wants to use it to save my life later, he can have one.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are good.
In case we screw up and Puck's in the middle of a combat and we can't save him, right?
Yeah. So even you've butchered the snake. I don't need you to make any rolls or anything like that. So you have enough snake meat. You taking a lot of it, a little bit of it, or
Sizable enough to feed us. Yeah, I assume there's enough for a couple of days.
We can
Yeah.
all carry a little bit of it. There's no
Yeah,
reason.
He'll take as much as we can.
okay, reasonable amount. And you are going up a mountain, so it's smart to have food. And
Yeah.
who knows, get lure dinosaurs and whatnot. Good to have lots of snake meat. All right. So yeah, you found a constrictor snake that was trying to ambush a bunch of compies and kind of fell on you guys instead. And you continue on towards the river. And you go for a while. And then you hear Squirrel ahead of you, 25 feet in front of you guys, scouting ahead. He shouts, "Contact!" And you hear him roll into a bush.
All right. Good idea. Well, I roll into a bush. I don't know what it is, but I'm going into a
Yeah,
bush.
so so you barely see him. He's always up ahead. And he moves in between bushes and stuff like that. So every once in a while you get a glimpse of him, and then he shouts. You hear like him hiss, and then he shouts and rolls.
What do we got?
And
Nice.
he whispers back, "There's something in my fucking leg," and you hear him wrestling with it.
Jeez.
Dinosaur or like
No,
somebody
no.
shot you?
And you hear him groan in the bush ahead of you. It's an arrow.
Okay. Well, let's go running it.
It sounds like a round of perception checks to me.
That does sound like a round of perception checks.
Doesn't that? For some reason, I don't know why, but I think we're all going to be looking around all of a sudden.
I guess we could do a round of perception checks. We could. So he's hissing from his secrety spot. I can roll for them. All right.
That's a lot of good rolls.
That's a lot of good rolls, but surprisingly, you do not see or hear anything. And Squirrel whispers back to Franco through the message thing. Is it one way or is it 2-way?
No, it's 2 ways.
Okay,
Nice.
yeah, okay, cool.
Is it one time or multiple times? Well, you can keep
You can
casting.
keep casting it, yeah.
Yeah,
Conversation.
it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Just a continuous kind of
Yeah,
conversation here.
So none of you sense anything around, and Squirrel tells you to stay back, stay quiet, stay back. and just you can see him looking in the forest.
Does ask him if he knows his direction?
Yeah, it was from the north.
Well, Franco has to ask him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I assumed. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fair enough. I guess the next north. Which way are we moving?
You're heading east towards the river.
Okay.
So let's
Even, do you want to go moving up towards the north, see if we
sneak in,
can
yeah,
find anything
sneak and
sneaking
get a
around?
look. Sneak and get behind some trees and look around.
I'll move with Even into the trees.
Okay. You guys wade into the jungle north of where Squirrel was, and Squirrel comes to meet up with you, and he shows you what he's taken out of his leg, and it is a small arrow less than a foot long, which is very strange. Squirrel explains to you that this is very small. Like even his are like a foot and a half, 2 feet long. He's got decent sized arrows, even as a small person. This is a very small arrow, and he shows you it's not like a primitive arrow. It's not like a sharpened stick. This is a flint headed arrow.
I know I've heard of fairies that have small arrows.
Have I ever seen anything like this before?
Have you seen anything like that before?
Miniature war games.
I'm trying to use my lore here. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a pretty good roll, and you're doing
That's a
warfare.
good roll.
But you didn't actually serve in the army, so your warfare lore is it academic like your other lores?
No, he was in. No, Franco was in the army. He was like a scout that they used.
Okay.
He didn't fight, but he was in the army. Yeah.
Then yeah. So kind of leaning into what Bijo was saying, what Mendex was thinking, you are aware that people like your size and halflings and gnomes, they use larger arrows than this. So this is something smaller than a halfling would be shooting this, presumably. So there are creatures out there that are like that, and like Mendex is thinking, it's possible that Fae would be.
Yeah, it's always Fae. It's always Fae. It's always Fae.
Yeah, and you have been bumping into quite a bit of gremlins in your time here in this realm. So yeah, that's not out of the ordinary. That's not out of the question.
But it's a well-made arrow, though, huh?
It is. It's a. I want to say machine, but that's the wrong word. But yeah, it is like a civilized arrow. It's not just like a sharpened stick.
Franco, have you activated a language yet today?
I don't know.
He's supposed to pick it.
Probably-
You want to
probably
call out?
would've.
Would you like to call out in Fae and see if you can
He probably
establish
would have.
communication?
Yeah. You think-
Right. I mean, especially with the language lessons that they were doing, I imagine probably would have already.
It's fine. Let's stalk ahead and see if we can't find it.
All right. Looking something small, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'll pair up with Franco, pair up with Even and head into the woods.
Okay. And I'm gonna request everybody make a stealthy, and then one more perception. And I'll do the perception too.
Ooh, if we did it even. We finally rolled good together. First time for everything.
Yeah. So even in Squirrel, even in Mendex, you are sneaking very well, and you are looking for it. And Franco, were you going with them or by yourself, or where were you going?
Together as a pair, I hope.
With Squirrel?
I assume no. Yeah, I mean with Squirrel or just staying still and hiding. Either way.
Okay. Squirrel is kind
These are
of locked onto
communications.
where.
Hopefully Franco's going to talk to us on the way too.
So Squirrel is kind of
Yeah.
frozen, locked in a stare of where he thinks the thing was. Like he's in his mind, he's certain the thing is just there and not moving. So he's like locked into where he thinks the arrow came from. And if you're willing to stay with him, he's just going to stay there staring at it.
Yeah. So I'll say that the stealth check is to stay with him and take cover and just like look intently with him.
Okay. So Even and Mendex, you do sneak into the forest for like another 5-10 minutes, and you see no signs of anything. There are no tracks on the ground. There's nothing moving, nothing out of the ordinary. So you have no idea what happened. You spend like 5-10 minutes wandering outwards. Are you going to keep going, or are you going to turn around?
No, probably not even that long.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping Franco calls us at some point.
Yeah, so again, Squirrel is just transfixed on this spot, and he's whispering to you, Franco, sitting next to him, that he's certain it hasn't moved. Like, he didn't see anything. But if something was there, he would have noticed something. A leaf would have moved. He seems confident that the thing hasn't left yet.
And you definitely saw a thing. This couldn't have been like a trap that somebody set up.
He sighs and acknowledges that he did not see anything. That this could have been a trap, but he looks back at where he was, and there's no tripwire or anything like that.
You didn't like step on it, yeah.
He admits it's possible, though. He admits that he did not
Did,
see it.
did Franco see anything with his perception check as he was peering around?
You rolled
With-
26.
Ooh, you rolled really
That's
good.
really good. So you saw that you do not see any tripwires. There's nothing on the ground. There are no tracks in the area other than yours and the small compies that have been around. And when you're staring at the thing Squirrel is staring at, you see nothing move. It just looks like a still jungle scene in front of you, pretty much. Squirrel he seems certain that something's out there, but when you confront him on it, he admits that he did not actually see anything.
Okay, let's keep going.
Just moving between the bushes and stuff.
Yeah, just hustle.
All right. So you are hustling out. Squirrel seems frustrated, but doesn't understand what's going on.
I want to ask Squirrel if he felt any kind of a burning sensation or anything when the arrow hit.
He says no, and he gestures to his calf where it hit, and it's just there's a pierce in there. He basically just ripped it out, so there's a little bit of damage after the rip. But he says no, he doesn't feel any burning, no poison that he can tell.
I would like to make a little heal check on him
Okay. For what?
to heal up the damage. How much
Sure.
did he take? Why not? And then
You gonna roll, or do you have a shirt? Oh, yeah. There you go.
oh, I'm not assured yet. There's
Fair enough. So go ahead and roll your 2d8. Yep, he only took 2 damage, so yeah, so that's enough. It was a tiny little wound.
wow, darn! I overhealed him. Oh gosh,
You're wasting it. You're
I'm
wasting
a
those
terrible
dice.
healer.
Yeah, you're the worst.
I can't heal me. Yeah, since it's a quick move on the action, I can't heal him again for 24 hours.
Fair enough, but yeah, he's back at full. It seems more like an annoyance to him than anything else. Like he might have only thought he got stung by a large insect, but except for the fact that he had an arrow sticking out of him. The whole while when you're going with him now, he's much more alert and much more nervous as he's looking around. He's a little shaken by that.
Little arrows would do that to you, huh?
Yeah,
We-
little arrows with no explanation.
Do we want to try to rouse one of the compies and send it out to get shot, draw some fire?
Is that your plan for the copies?
I'm asking. Franco's suggesting it.
Let's just move fast and stay between
Copies
the
are
trees.
rival. Let's use Puck instead.
Out here.
All right. Yeah, so you guys are just going to move on, I guess. Not going to throw any copies into the fire. And after a couple hours, you reach the river that you crossed last time.
All right. Did we have to cross the river, or did we stay on the same side?
You crossed
Crossed
it
it.
last time.
No, we crossed to go towards the peak, so we had to cross it.
Yes, you still need to cross it.
Okay.
Correct, yeah. And,
Oh man, I got my shoes wet here.
do
There were
have
fish that tried to bite my shoes, if I
do have
recall.
that map. I do have that map. It's over here. And look, I got the old tokens on it and everything. This is great. This is from the long, long ago.
Yeah, look at the miniatures. Oh gosh.
I know, exactly. I'm going to move them back over here now, and I'll check the new ones on. So, even.
I had forgotten about the bitey fish that were in this river too.
Yeah, they-
But
Yes,
that was a
correct.
helpful reminder.
Does that help with the token? was still
I'll
there?
remind her. Watch out for the water; it'll ruin your shoes. Oh, well, you guys don't have to worry about that. But yeah, either way, they try to eat your shoes.
They definitely eat shoes. It's true.
Eat shoes. I had a bad
All right.
experience here last time.
So yeah, so you're back at the rushing river, and this was again. You went up and down the river for a while last time, and this was the best place to cross. It is not like a rushing river, but there is a bit of a current, and this was the narrowest place with the most rocks, and you guys crossed here last time. So
If I recall, this is back before we knew the rules, right?
before you knew the rules of what?
How to jump, make a
yes,
jump
yes,
across the river.
that's correct.
No,
Yes, they are.
We've learned the rules since then. We're
They
good
are
now.
slippery rocks, so there is more of a check than
Okay.
the 10 freebies. But yes,
So I think last time Franco hopped across with even holding the other end of the rope to pull him back in if he slipped. We can do that again. Happy to do that again.
Yeah. Even unwraps like some terrible offal that he kept from the snake and just starts lobbing it into the river downstream as Franco starts heading out. So he's just lobbing bloody guts that we weren't going to eat anyway into the water.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned that even keeps the bloody guts.
This is
everything
eating.
He says it wasn't food, but now I'm beginning to wonder sometimes.
We were here last time. We need it.
True, fair enough. But I still question the back of my mind. Was he going to eat that later? Or is that just, yeah, he was going to eat it later.
Yeah,
Never mind.
he
I already
doesn't
know the
care.
answer.
What does he care?
When he runs low, guts are good.
Gotta keep trying. Okay, so the plan
Alright.
is Franco, you want
So-
to jump across? Yeah.
Yeah, so Franco, and he'll tie the rope around himself and let presumably Even hold the other end as he goes across. So I assume it's just jump with a bunch of acrobatics checks. Is that
Yeah,
right?
so they're all
Can
10
I-
feet, so you can make all the leaps without having to make that check. So there's no
Slippery check.
athletics check. It's only acrobatics checks to not slip.
For
unless you
each,
wanna
so
get fancy.
1, 2,
I would like
four.
to. I would like to go across first so that I can go down the river towards an area down here, and have a rope if I have to throw it down to somebody in case they end up in the water.
Okay, where did you want to be? I had to zoom out to see.
I was trying to get.
You can move your
I'm not
token if
getting.
you want to, yeah.
Why can't I get the little happy arrow to show up?
I don't know. You click and hold with your left mouse button.
Thought so. Hey, I got it finally. It appeared. I want to be down about here.
Oh, you want to go? You want to cross and go there with the rope?
Down. That's downriver, right?
Yes, but you're going to cross here and walk down there, or what's the plan?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna cross. Franco's holding one end, and Evan's holding the other. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
I would like to be the first one across, and then I will head down the river. It looks like an easy place to get down to there, and have a rope ready in case something goes bad for somebody else who's not as good at making the checks.
Okay.
In case we have to pull somebody out of the water who doesn't make the check.
Okay.
That's all. That's my thought. So I'm just gonna be. Do you want? I don't know, what kind of checks? do you need
So
me to
Evan's got the
cross?
rope. Even and Franco have the rope, and so are you jumping across without the rope? Or are you taking the rope with you?
No, they have the rope taut. I believe the idea is that Evan's on one side, so Evan's gonna go first.
No,
Franco
no,
holds
I'm
the
gonna.
other-
Franco was going to jump,
I'm
but he
gonna
hasn't
go
done it
first.
yet.
Oh, Franco's the first side, then Even
Yeah,
has
I'm
the
gonna
other
go
side.
first so
Okay.
that we've got rope from end
Okay.
to end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Evan's going to
All right,
stand.
so
right
Franco
there.
first. I'd like to go second
Okay,
after
okay.
Franco,
Okay.
so that I can set up downriver in case something goes wrong for somebody else.
Okay.
That's the only thought I have.
Sure. Gotcha. So Franco, go ahead and make your athletics checks. You need to make what? 4 of them? 1,
Beautiful.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 of them. Acrobatics, correct. Sorry, yeah, you got them. I really don't like how they start with A and end with C, and there's 2 skills there. So, okay.
Wow.
Yes.
Some good rolls.
Yes. Very, very easily. So again, you just nimbly jump and you stick the landing each time, and you make it all the way across easily. And again, a month ago, this was a scary river where people fell in and almost had their shoes lost to piranhas.
Almost had their shoes lost their priorities.
But now
I only have
you're-
one pair of shoes, I think. So
Franco
I'm a little
makes it
nervous.
easy. He does a little twirl in the middle if he wants, and he just
Oh, he probably wants.
Does some backflips and panache point gaining across the river. Yeah.
Exactly. Just getting his stats up. So yeah, Even and Franco hold the rope taut, and Mendex, you want to go first across that rope? Is the plan?
I would, so I can set up in case somebody else is in trouble down there.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you can make the same acrobatic checks, but you get a big bonus on it because there's a taut rope. So basically, yeah. So that was
Whoops.
easy. That was easy. That's good. You're good.
Almost hit fort by accident.
There you go. Yeah, make a fort save. It's fine. Maybe
No,
this plays
listen,
on
I don't
rope.
make those.
No,
I
you-
attempt to remember. I don't make them.
You're good. You're good. One more.
Is that 4?
Oh no, you're 4. Sorry, yeah. There's the 5th jump, but
Alright.
it's not.
And I
one
just
of
want
them.
to end up down.
Yeah.
Here with a rope out in
Gonna,
case.
like, lasso someone. This is
In
the
case
last-
I have to throw the rope to somebody as they're going by and I have to pull them in. In fact, is that a solid looking tree behind me maybe so I
Yeah.
can tie the end of my rope
It's
to something?
it's a pretty big bush. It's not a real tree, but there's a deep root system there. You can use it.
All right, I'll tie one end of the rope around that base of the tree while they're setting up, and then I'll get ready for the next person.
Okay, sure. All right, and then there's Puck and Squirrel, so I'll have Puck go first. And athletics checks, but he has a big bonus because of the rope. Or actually, acrobatics. I keep saying it. Acrobatics. Roll. He critically failed the first one. Excellent. So Even, why don't you make I guess let's go with a reflex save to see if you can just kind of snag him as he goes to take the first jump
Just
with the
face
thing,
plant.
and basically slips on the rock before he jumps. Yeah, so you're able to grab
Nice.
him, and then give me also an athletics check to make sure you don't drop him, but I don't think you physically can. Just go ahead and roll. Oh, you have insurance or whatever anyway. So yeah, so you
Just
anchor
throw him
back.
across the river.
Yeah.
Toss him.
Yeah.
Like a discus. Just,
Yeah, you know, with an 18, we can go with that. So basically, you watch as he's holding onto the rope, and the first step he takes, he slips and doesn't even jump, just kind of falls forward, still hanging on the rope, and you kind of just shove him across the first one. So he has like one hand on the rope, and you basically shove him onto that, and he gets there. And let's see if he can make the other ones. I believe in you, Puck. I'm just gonna roll him. He's got 3 more to make. So 1, 2, 3. He critically
Oh,
failed
right.
the last one.
now it's Franco's turn.
Do I do a reflex save to grab him?
Exactly.
Yeah, let's see. So he makes it to there. Oh no, because this is the jump he fails. There's no on the last one. So he gets to here. He tries to do this jump, and he begins to slip here. So what is the plan between you two guys? You notice this, Even and Franco on each side of the rope. You realize he's landed on this and he's slipping and falling backwards. What is the move?
I think, like, still holding onto the rope, Franco would just try to jump onto that rock and, like, grab him.
Okay. Even
Panache style. Panache
what do you
style.
do when you do that? As Franco jumps, you feel the rope getting less taut in your hand.
Even feels that?
Yeah, because Franco's jumping across with the rope. He's got the
Yeah.
rope.
So even will pull up slack and start across anyway because I think he's the last one. Yeah.
Okay.
Squirrel
So
still.
you're,
We still have
you're-
squirrel left
you're
over
reeling
too.
it in and jumping. Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make me an acrobatics check, Even. Franco greatly fails. Are you out of hero points?
Yep.
So and good even and you don't have a bonus from the rope. That is good enough. A 14 is good enough. So you're fine. But you're reeling in the rope, and Franco jumps to save him, and you watch as Puck falls backwards, and Franco falls forwards, almost like grabbing at his feet, and they both roll into the water. But they both have hold of the rope at the moment.
Can't we just have Puck cast 3 focus spells and float in the air or something?
That would have been too
Is he
easy.
there yet? I mean, I know he's getting close.
Well, I don't know if you can do 3, but maybe. So yeah, so
I think it's 3. Is 3 is when he's air. I think he's literally floats at 3 of them. I don't know if he has that many.
yep. I think he does actually. He might actually have
We
3.
just tie a rope around his ankle and carry him like a balloon.
So they hit the water and are immediately carried, again, just like 15 feet, not a whole lot of feet. But they are moving down the river, and there are rocks and fun stuff around there. So what's the plan now? Even you have part of the rope. They're both attached to it.
Yeah.
And-
Even will just try to reel them in and bash them against the rock.
Okay. So now Puck and Franco, this is, for you, it's athletics to hold on to the rope. Did you tie yourself off or anything like that? No one mentioned it, so I assume not, but...
Franco was tied off to begin, but I think when he got to the other side, he probably would have taken it off. So we'll say no.
Okie dokie. So go ahead and roll your athletics check. Franco, you have let go of the rope. Puck manages to hold on, but in all the chaos,
Another one.
Franco has lost the rope. And yeah, so Franco, you begin to slide down a little more, and Even you're reeling in Puck. So you make an athletics check to see how well you reel him in.
I assume that assurance is not enough.
Assurance is enough, but you're not going to get him all the way. You pull him towards you, but if
Okay.
you want to risk getting better results, you can.
Oh, I'll reroll that.
Okay. You
Is
let
something
go
wrong
of the
with
rope.
dice? That's 4 in the last 5 rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking astounding. Yeah. So you let go of the rope. So you see Puck is barely hanging on, being dragged by the current. Franco falls off the end, and Puck looks up to you, who's trying to reel it in, and all of a sudden it just unspools from your shoulder and is gone.
I will, since I'm probably downriver, I can see most of this. I will
Yes.
try to signal to Franco, look behind you, behind you.
And you see Puck like spinning around, trying to get himself untangled from the rope. All right. Mendax, what's your move as they're sliding down towards you slowly?
Nervously gripping a rope and getting ready to toss it. I'm hoping Franco can somehow get to Puck. I'm watching that, but I'm timing my rope that when he's really close to me, the rope will be. I'll get to him. He's probably about here. I'll get ready to throw the rope towards him and hopefully throw it past him, as it were, and then
Okay.
let the rope float with him.
Okay. So Franco, are you doing anything special in the water?
I mean, probably trying to like move himself towards this as much as he can.
Okay. Toss
Like
me.
swimming that way.
Yeah, toss me another athletics check. Swimming is also athletics. It's the multi-purpose skill. And Puck made one. Yeah, so you are just barely able to move yourself over just a little bit towards that side, and Puck, seeing you do that, he's able to get over there as well. So he's kind of aligned himself there, and Mendax, you think at that speed they're going, they might have trouble grabbing the muddy shore. So you do think your rope will be important.
That's why I'm here.
And you're going to throw your rope basically between them, or try to throw it past Puck?
I'm going to try to throw it past both of them, to be honest.
Okay.
Over them if I can, as far as I can.
Okay, so you wait another second,
Well,
and basically...
it still is tied to, then try to throw it over them, because it is tied to the tree. I'm going to try to get it past where they both have a chance of grabbing it.
Okay.
Probably,
they are
probably over the
sliding
top
there.
of Franco, and probably to the right of Franco.
Okay.
Or probably to the right of Puck.
Like that-ish?
No, I was thinking even
further?
see if I can do this right.
Yeah, click and hold. Show me where you want to throw it. Okay. Oh, okay.
That sort of direction.
Sure. Yeah, so go ahead and make a ranged attack roll or unarmed attack if you want, whatever you got handy. See how badly you critically fail this one.
Gully, have you ever looked at how many items Puck has to attack with?
No.
Click on Puck and look. I had him highlighted because I was just doing
Oh,
this.
yeah, he's got all his alchemical items in there is what it is.
Yeah. Oh, no. I don't even know what the heck I'm using. Ranged?
Yeah, I
don't
was
know.
range. Shot your eye. You critically hit yourself instead of the target.
Okay, I'm tangled in a rope
Yeah,
right
so
now.
you go to get the lasso above your head, and then it just,
Now
you catch the top of your hat, and all of a sudden it's just wrapped around
Not
all
the
your
hat!
arms. And you watch as Franco and Puck
rounds.
bounce off this muddy shore and come over here.
Oh, they go right past me.
They go right
Hey, I
past
got
you.
a question. Since I know I'm tangled in the rope now,
Yes.
can I just sort of, as much as I hate to do this, as they're going by, can I just kind of roll myself into the water so they can grab a hold of me
Are you willing to get
Since
your
I'm all
shoes wet? Is that what I'm hearing? Mendex is willing to get his shoes wet?
to save my fellow teammates? I will get my shoes wet.
All right. You can, and I will give you a hero point for risking your shoes.
I get to spend a hero point to drop my shoes
Mendex,
out.
tied up in a thing, tied to a bush.
Rolls into the water like a log.
The river.
Mind you, remember how good I swim. That's all I want you to know. This is a rope tied to a log. You have to pull the log in too, because I'm not going to swim out of this. This is a suicide mission.
Yeah, so you do that, and Franco and Puck. I was gonna have you make a reflex save, but no, I guess. Yeah, let's go with a reflex save. Make sure you can do that. Just go ahead and roll a
Which
reflex
one?
save.
Which one of us?
What?
Who's reflex save?
Both
for?
of them make a reflex save to see if they can catch.
Okay, both of them.
Yes, and you both made it because Puck is on the other side, so it was even easier. But yeah, so you were both able to grab the Mendex.
The Mendex. It ain't Mendex. The Mendex.
Yes, the unique Mendex, and I'm gonna go ahead and one more athletics check for the both of you. I'm gonna go ahead and I don't want to roll it. I want to have you roll it like that. Go for it. All right, Puck, summoning the strength of the hair, is able to push everybody out of the water. So you all roll as Puck is kicking frantically, finally finding his strength, is able to push Mendex and drag Franco, kicking onto the muddy ground. And
On the shore,
you are
coughing
also-
water and everything. I look at the two of them and say, "You two owe me dry shoes."
Probably should have taken off the dino costume before all this.
Okay. Yeah. So that went well, and I also want to give
Yeah,
Nas a
okay.
hero point for throwing down the chum or the awful, because that was critically important. You did not get attacked by piranhas because Nas threw some guts and stuff in there. All right.
Well, I will never pickpocket Nas, or I should say, I will never pickpocket even. Not gonna ever touch what in his pocket. I do not want to know what's in there.
You don't want to find a sack of wet meat.
It's
yeah.
wiggly. It's
All right. So even you and Squirrel still need to
You
get
guys will
across.
pull up on. You guys will pull up on the shore, and Evan's just gonna swim across. Even just like, oh, for the love of, and just
Mhm.
does a big leap as best he can
Shark
into
swim.
the water, and then just swims across.
Okay.
So I'll roll some athletics checks for you.
Do you have to roll the athletic
Do,
check for us
I was
on
gonna say,
this?
do I need to roll?
I can't
No,
imagine.
well,
You're so good at
Yeah,
swimming
you
and
have
everything
assurance.
else.
You have a +8. You have 18 assurance.
Yeah.
And you have the rage swimming ability. So like again, you can't legally rage now because there's no enemies, but it's a dangerous
Right.
situation. I'll let you do it. You just get to swim.
Sure. So
And-
even just come swimming up on the shore right here.
He just comes over there.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna roll some for Squirrel. I don't think it's gonna be a problem, but we'll find out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's fine. So he jumps across. Doot, 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 doot. And you guys are all down there, and even you find them all soaking wet.
Can we move on now?
No, my shoes aren't dry yet. Give me a second here. I'm having a bad moment. What are Puck's spells and where does he keep them hidden?
His spells?
Yeah, I'm hoping he had.
If you open his sheet, there's
prestidigitation.
like a magic wand. He has a bunch of them there.
All right. I asked. Oh,
He
does
has
have some.
prestidigitation. He does. You want him to
Yeah.
dry
Puck,
and clean?
can you please dry my shoes?
I
I don't
assume.
care about the rest of me. The rest of me will dry it. The shoes,
Yeah.
they're really hard to find in my size and my foot shape. It's really difficult. I really like them. I've had
These
a
are
lot of luck
custom
with them
made.
lately.
So yeah, I assume Puck. I don't think he'd have a reason to deny you that request. So yeah, he can
I hope not. I just saved them.
dry. Yeah, it's true. He can dry and clean your
Okay.
shoes for you. As odd as he.
All
may
right,
find
even. I'm good to go now.
that.
I might be dripping. The rest of me is dripping, but I'm okay now. We're good.
All right. So the rest of you finish crossing the river, and you continue on. And we got like half an hour left. You want to take a quick bio break? Do you guys need one? I'll take it. Yes.
I don't, but I understand if
Okay.
you do.
No, if no one else needs one, we're good to go. All right. So you guys continue walking for about 2 more hours before the sun begins to set. So you make your way off the river. You continue walking towards the mountain. You believe it is at least a day or a day and a half away. You plan to walk towards during the night, or are you going to?
No,
Yeah.
I don't know. I would preferably find a place to sleep. I imagine we're gonna get tired.
Yeah,
What do you
Especially
guys
with
think?
a,
We
you
could
know,
press on,
2,000
but
foot-
I don't know. We're gonna get
we got a
tired.
mountain
We're
climb
eventually
ahead of
have
us. I,
Yes, you're
We're gonna
climbing a
have to
mountain
stop at some
tomorrow.
point.
That's true.
There's no way we're hiking for 2.5 days.
yeah,
Fair
agreed.
enough. All right. So values.
Barbecue snake for dinner.
Yeah, barbecue snake for dinner, and to find a place to whatever rest. Usually, what I do is I have Squirrel roll a survival check, and somebody helps him. So, does somebody want to help Squirrel?
Somebody who's better than me, and
Well,
not
should
me.
it be? I think the question actually now is, should it be Squirrel?
Ooh, is someone better than
Anymore.
Squirrel?
I might be now.
Oh my
Nice.
goodness! Oh my goodness!
Mr. Bard. Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Squirrel goes to look for a place to stay, and you step up. You
So Squirrel could help.
Well, this is the area where he couldn't like follow the dung before, right? So
This is correct. He was embarrassed.
Did have it.
Here.
He did have trouble.
And he had a nightmare about this moment. He remembers like struggling for like he led you off course for an entire day, pretty much. And this is the area where it happened. You are correct.
It
Yeah.
was only half a day.
So-
It wasn't a full day. Of course, it took a half a day to get back to where we were, so I guess it was a full day.
So sensing the anxiety, Franco will just be like, I'll look for one here. You just help me
All right.
know where not to look."
Okay. All right. Yeah. So he steps up and he rolls an 11. So maybe your idea was good.
Well, we'll see. Rolled a bunch of ones recently.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah. So you think you find a pretty okay place to camp out of the way, and you guys sleep in trees pretty much. That's what you do. You find a nice tree that you think is uninhabited and not near a major water site or things like that. Not a lot of traffic in the area. And yeah, Squirrel helps you find it, and you guys find a place to rest for the night. Standard watch. I guess there's 4 of you, and there's 3 shifts. I think I have something written down. I'll just roll some and see if anything happens tonight anyway before I do that. So, private roll. Gotta roll 3 of them. 2, 3. No, those are all under 20. Nothing happens.
Yay!
Hooray! You're not accosted during the night. Everybody, I think you're already healed all the way? Yes. And I don't think anybody had spells, so I think you guys are great. So yeah, you're gonna head towards the mountain?
Let's do it.
Yeah, all right. So you continue on and make good time unless you fail a survival check again. Make another one, Franco. You're now the survivor. That's good, and I'll roll just as a helper. Oh, okay, yeah. So you guys make a good way, and you're following a lot of the same paths, avoiding some of the larger dinosaurs you remember. Unless you're looking for them, and you want to go find the Triceratops you stole the egg from?
Nope.
Okay, no? Okay. Yeah, so you give a little bit of birth there, but you are following kind of similar ways now that you know where you're going. And the mountain is a giant landmark. It's in the distance, so it's very easy to see unless the tree cover gets too hard. And in that case, Squirrel will just pop up a tree and look. But you do make your way there, and it does take a good chunk of the next day. So yeah, about half the day to get there. And now you're at the foot of the giant Fang mountain.
Dun dun dun.
Dun 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 dun.
How's the temperature? How does the terrain look at the bottom?
At the bottom, it's not cold. It's just like the jungle. So the jungle begins to thin a bit, and you see kind of like when you came in, it was like there was like barren stone became a very dense jungle. The same sort of thing happens, but a bit slower. The density of the jungle wanes, and then there's kind of just like flat rock that goes up fairly steeply.
How about a path? Any kind of path we can see or trail that leads up?
Or
Maybe those who, I should say, Franco, do you happen to see a path or a trail that leads up there? I'm not going to bother looking.
Yeah, so I mean, Franco would be looking both for a path that's like cutting through the mountain, but also would just kind of look at the base and see if there's any tunnel or anything that maybe like, I don't know, there's some sort of system that gets them up. He'll look around, like any mechanical contraptions.
All right. So I will call out for a perception check to look for those sort of things. See if anybody notices anything on the bottom of the thing.
I'll try to aid Franco.
All right. That is amazingly good. That's almost so good that I would add a mechanical contraption, but like, there's none there.
Those are 220s.
Yeah. Oh, they are? Wow. Yeah, those are. Yeah, the
My
top
piddly
two
little
keys.
16 looks like junk.
Yeah, you critically succeeded there. That's kind of amazing.
There must be either. Oh my gosh, there must be the most obvious path ever.
Yeah.
Why did I even ask? You mean that one right there? Oh yeah, that's the path I was asking about.
See, that one? No,
The one that says trail marker, head of the trail marker, 2.6 miles to the
Prometheus
top
this
of
way.
Prometheus.
Yeah.
Restrooms 1 mile.
Yeah, so you don't see an immediate path where you are, but looking up the mountain, very easily, even in Franco, you see that there is like a dried riverbed going down one of the sides of the mountain that you believe would make for much easier travel would you be able to reach it. So you believe that for more than half of the mountain that you can see on this side, there's a dried riverbed that would make travel much easier than climbing over rocks, but you still have to get to that.
Very dry, I assume.
Yes,
Right?
very, very dry. there is like an active river on the other side.
The
But
river
it is
wasn't
a
a
very
waterfall,
dry-looking
right?
riverbed. Yeah, but again,
The river's not a waterfall.
well, yeah, there's a waterfall. Again, it's on the other side.
No,
that
I don't
goes
want
up.
the river to be a waterfall. That's real steep.
Correct. But yeah, so there is a very dry riverbed, and again, it's astounding that you noticed it from this far, but you got 220s, and yeah, and Squirrel or anybody else who can roll nature would tell you that they do believe it is a dried riverbed. It's not going to like flash flood. Doesn't appear like it would. So you want to head to that? Song of Strength. Here we go.
Doing some climbing.
Doing some climbing. We're all climbing now. All right.
How far does even head ahead of the party now with the music going?
Do we want to travel at
50
night?
feet to 25 feet ahead? Motivational music?
I don't know if it wants to be ahead, but you said you want to go travel at night, Nas?
Yeah, are you being suggestive, or are you?
Yeah.
Like,
So, do we want to travel at night? Do we want to rest here and then travel at night?
Well, the conditions seem nice down here. I'd say we catch a night while we can, because up top it may be very rough terrain up there, very cold. We may not be able to get a lot of rest up there.
night was when we saw Prometheus out as well, right? Is that kind of what
We
we've been
saw
seeing?
the wings of the giant thing,
That's
Right.
right. Went across the moon.
but we We see at night. Most animals don't see at night.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine to go at night.
It might be other problems, but
Yeah,
just a thought.
yeah.
I'm okay traveling at night. I just, my only thought is if we can get a good night's sleep down here somewhere. Not that we have to, we can, this is going to be better terrain to probably get sleep than we do up the hill. But if we want to travel at night, I have no problem with that.
Well,
At some
we've
point,
got
I don't want to
the-
get too far up such that we start getting colder terrain or more difficult places to find a good camping site.
We got here in the afternoon, right? At the base.
Yeah, it's
So
been
we-
like half a day since.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So-
then yeah, keep going for now.
Just go for a little bit, find some place to camp, and camp until the night, and then
Mhm.
travel at night.
yeah,
Okay.
it makes sense to me. Sure.
All right. So this is going to work similar to how the that chase scene you did a while ago worked, but you're not actually chasing anybody. You're just making progress up the mountain, and I'm trying to get a sense for how easy it is for you and how long it takes to actually do. So for the first part of this ascension, we are doing a survival check, and I'll mash the button to see just kind of general navigation, choosing an initial direction, and trying to find your way up to this mountain path or the dried riverbed you found. So I will mash the button.
Can we do aid, or does this always have to be an individual?
This is survival. So everybody's going to roll this, and then
No helping others to try to get a better score?
Everybody has to do it. And the way that it works is if you get a success, you move up 1 square. If you get a crit success, you move up 2 squares. And if you get a crit failure, you move back 1 square. And a regular failure, nothing will happen. And I guess I'll roll for the beat. Okay. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Squirrel got a 6 on a survival check. That's a nat 1 as a crit failure. All right, very cool. Even got a 9. That is a regular failure. Franco succeeded. Mendex succeeded. Puck and Squirrel crit failed. So
we're back down to the river.
Mendex succeeded. Squirrel succeeded, or whatever. Franco succeeded.
2 crit fails.
And 2 crit fails. Yeah. So you'd actually be further back. Oh no, you wouldn't. It's 2 up and 2 down. You're right. Okay. So you spend a lot of time.
So our first trail led to a dead end. We have to come back and start over.
Yeah, a little bit. That's essentially what happened. You're basically searching. For
I
what's
told you
going on.
guys to go. I know I'm a city boy, but I bet we should have gone that other way.
So yeah, so that's gonna have. That's good. I can't select the token when I do that, and I can mash it again. So let's see if you can do it now.
Oh my god.
All right, that's a bit better.
That's a lot
Even
better.
regular fails, and everybody else has succeeded. So yeah, so with all that, you make it up 3. 1, 2, 3, and you don't go down any because of that. Okay. So you pick a good path, and you believe you're heading on a good trail leading up to that nice flat riverbed you saw. And as you're getting there, there is a bit of rough, steep terrain that requires just raw strength to scale. So now we're looking at athletics checks, which is going to be great for the group based on how they went so far. That's the wrong thing. I can't have that guy selected when I do that. Boom. Boom.
Mr. Progress.
Mr. Progress. Which does
How do
anybody,
you do in his
know what
role?
that art is from?
That's from the Price is Right.
It is. It's the yodeling guy
Mountain
on the Price is
Climber.
Right game. I was gonna have the sound effect, but I didn't want to get like DMCA takedown.
I actually, for some reason, I know you're right now that you say it.
Yeah.
You
Yodel all you want. Okay. Roll your athletics checks, everybody. You have your Song of Strength, which is what, a +2? +1.
+1.
Yeah, we'll add it in manually at the end.
Do I have to?
Yes, you have to.
Oh,
that's
I'm on
pretty-
fire.
That's pretty good. Even critically succeeds. Franco fails regular. Mendax regular succeeds. Puck fails regular. And Squirrel regular succeeds as well. So even crit succeeds. Boom, boom.
4 successes.
Squirrel, yeah. So yeah, boom, 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 boom. And Puck doesn't slow you down. So you're cruising up the mountain. And that takes about 3 hours. And you're
3 hours of Franco singing.
Yeah, I assume he doesn't stop.
He doesn't. I was one is this. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, I liked
why
it the
he's-
first. I liked it the first 20 times.
That's why his roll's so bad. He's
Yeah.
distracting himself.
But you make it up. You make it up a good distance, and you find along the way there is a mountainous lake. There's a lake in the mountains. After 3 hours of hiking,
Don't
Yeah.
say it.
you need,
Don't say it.
Don't what?
Don't say it.
Don't say what?
swim. Don't say
Well,
it.
I mean, you could not. You could like to not swim if you figure out another way to get across the lake. But it is a big craggy area around you. I've labeled it like 20 feet high. Essentially, when I say 20 feet, I mean it's so steep it would be very difficult to deal with if you want to make checks. But this goes up to 5 feet. Over here, this little protrusion goes up to 10 feet. And then this is back down to ground level. So you have to figure out how you are going to get across another body of water.
There's no trees, there's no vegetation and
Correct.
stuff like that.
It is
right?
completely barren at this point, and it's beginning to get cold. Like, it's not frozen yet, but it is beginning to get a little bit colder, and the vegetation is all but gone.
Do we want to throw something in to make sure nothing's in the lake, and then decide what we want to do?
You say that, and
Wake it up.
even comes with like a giant rock and just heaves it into the lake.
Sploosh! And nothing stirs from within the lake.
I'd like to go feel how cold the water is.
Okay. Go up to it and touch it.
So that I find myself, there we go. I'll move it next to the shore, and
It is,
I don't dip a toe in.
Yeah.
It's I
It
dip a
is-
finger in.
It is fairly cold, but it is not like hypothermic cold. You don't believe that you will be injured from swimming in this for any period of time. You think, you get out, you dry yourself off, you're not going to.
Hey guys, we tried to save Prometheus. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen. We gave it a good effort, A+ effort.
My
Come
shoes
on,
didn't
guys.
sign up for this.
Ah, crud.
Crossing another body of water.
So where do we need to get to, Joe?
This up here, the northern side of the thing.
Okay.
I approach Even gently and whisper, Even. No, hopefully nobody else can hear. Even, I don't swim very good. You know this. I'm a little nervous about this situation.
It's still water. You'll be fine.
It is. It's not
No,
moving.
it's water. We don't know how deep it is. You've seen me swim. I mean, you've taught me a little bit, but I am not a good swimmer.
Oh, I didn't say it's not deep. I said it's still.
All right. Even, can you stay close to me, maybe?
Are there any like logs around, or I'm just trying to think of anything that somebody could get dragged on?
Rocks? There are no logs. No,
Floating rocks,
no, there are no floats. If you guys brought anything up, you can
small
let me know.
churches.
I'm sure. Like I know you guys have rope. I don't know what else you guys brought with you. You have some sailcloth.
Let's have Puck cast 3 spells, and we make him a hot air balloon.
Let me look at Puck's spell and see if there's anything that would help you guys. I guess
I'm getting desperate at this point,
he was saying that he was thinking he was going to join, but he was having a bad time tonight.
and this is one of my nightmares.
He has augury.
Uh,
He doesn't really have anything that can help you get across the river.
I'm looking at. I'm thinking. So you said 5 feet. You said 10 feet. That little island in front of it. Let me out. Say I can do this now. There we go.
Yeah.
That's about 5 feet by the water. Something I could actually.
Yeah, we'll say that's 5 feet
Okay.
up. Yeah, sure.
So
All
even
right.
while everyone's talking, even just takes a big step back and takes a full run to leap to this rock.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right. You gonna roll it?
Yes, because it's 25 feet and I have to
Yes.
roll it. But,
Long jump. You
got it.
Yeah, you did. You needed a 25. That's pretty amazing. So yeah, so you you bring a
I'm
rope or
going
anything?
to
You just
take
do
off
this
my
yourself, or-
cloak.
He just jumps in. He's going to start scrambling up the rock. And when he gets to a spot where he can stand, he'll be like, rope.
Okay. Yeah, he does. You gonna throw him a rope?
Yeah, I'll throw him a rope.
All right.
I'm going to take off my fancy hat. I'm going to take off my cloak. I'm going to take off my shoes. I take off my nice shirt.
Oh, for
my
fuck's
other
sake.
shirt.
The rope
Take off
play
my
is not
nice
very good.
pants.
He throws the rope and it misses. It
Roll
goes
it all
off
up
to the left
into my
into the water.
cloak. Tie it all together as best I can. Puck, I really need a precipitation at the end of this, please.
But Franco
I'm going
throws his
I'm
star
going point
knife
to point.
away.
My first goal is this point here. I'm going to see if I can make it to there.
You can just scramble up to there. You can just climb up to that.
Oh,
You
can
like-
I? Oh, sure,
Yeah.
okay, then my first stop's going to be shortest distance to that little edge of that rock.
That's if you wanted to be from there to there, it's gonna be pretty far. But yeah, so
Oh, I'm gonna have to swim. I already know I'm gonna have to swim. I know what this is.
Franco came here, and you go to throw the rope, and you miss, and make a reflex save to see if you drop the rope again. As you throw a loop to even, it goes too far to left. Yeah, you manage to hold onto your end of it and reel it back in. So
This is not a big good night for ropes. I've
It is
gotten
not.
tangled in it. We've thrown a couple ropes in the water. We have not done well.
You've done a lot of rope work today, to be fair. I think most of the rolls tonight have been rope related. Yeah, that's fine. So even catches it, and what, you're gonna just start pulling people up to here?
Evans is basically going to move over to the 10-foot encroachment over here and see if and just start taking a good look around, seeing if there's anything that is obvious that would make this easier, or there's obvious pumice stones that'll float or whatever. I don't think this is a volcano, but
It is not a volcano, but that's a good question.
Is it igneous or basalt?
I don't know how to answer that question. It's not a volcano. It's not an igneous rock.
yeah, so it's not pumice stone. It
Yeah,
won't
correct.
float.
Nothing is
Perfect.
floating around. Yeah. So you think you just gotta beast mode this, but you have a rope, and Franco's got the other end. So what is the plan there?
Hang on, I'm gonna measure something.
Bum, 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 bum.
Do you want me to dive out and swim to that other island, and you guys, I'll trail the rope, and you guys can snake it up and make it to me?
I'm going point to point. My first point's gonna be that little island right in front of you. Next point is a long swim to that point way out there, and the last stop is going to be shortest amount of distance swimming is my goal. I don't want to do a whole lot of other. It's a lot of dog
Franco's
paddling.
willing-
That's all I'm saying. It's a lot of dog paddling for me.
Franco's willing to swim if somebody needs to swim.
So even we'll just offer the rope, and you guys can tight rope or whatever over to him, and he'll just hold the rope taut, or shimmy across the rope, whatever you need to do, and then we'll figure out getting to the next island once you're over here.
Yeah, I'm all for that then.
Is there anything higher up than us, like any not encampments is the word, but is there any
Escarpments?
Escarpments, nesting stuff, like that sort of thing?
No. So again, things around you are like 20 feet or higher around, but you don't. Are you looking for nesting stuff?
There's one flying thing. There's probably flying things.
Yeah. Toss me a perception
I'm pretty
check.
sure that
even,
was a dragon.
in the center.
I've never seen one, but something that big has to be a dragon.
Sounds like a
I've heard
Dagron.
I've heard enough stories about it. That's a dragon I saw.
So yeah. So while that's happening, even you have the rope taut, and Squirrel will hold the other end if you don't want to, Franco. One of you two can, and the other one can make either an acrobatics or athletics. Do you want to tightrope walk, or do you want to climb across it?
Yeah, I'm all for tightrope walking.
Go for
I'll
it.
even go first. I'll be dumb.
Sure. What could possibly go wrong?
But yeah, I'm already going to get in the water one or another. I've already got my stuff wrapped up as best I can. I forgot to buy a water protective pouch. So here we go.
That's the next.
All right, I'm going to
purchase.
try tightrope
for it.
across the walk.
Acrobatics.
Let me give it a try.
Yeah, go for it.
Acrobatics.
Yep,
Ooh.
easy peasy. So yeah, you managed to tightrope walk across.
I will help even hold the rope. Actually, no, I won't. I'm more of a penalty than a help.
All right. Franco, you make it across as well. Puck. Pretty sure he's better at that, right?
He's got to be better at acrobatics.
Yeah. Yeah, so he easily comes across. And
Squirrel should be good at acrobatics too.
well, I think
Nice
if
teeth.
he's taking
We
the
just
rope
pull
with
him
him,
in.
what's that? Just pull him.
Just pull him in.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so he's gonna make athletics, and you can make on the other side to kind of just pull him in. Yeah, so he doesn't fall off. He's gonna climb his way towards you, and if you make it on also even, he'll go even faster and get across.
Joe, on the right, that escarpment that's 20 feet, like this stuff all to the right of
Yep.
us, to the northeast of us, is that sheer, or is that?
This part down here isn't sheer, but once it hits the 20 foot, it gets kind of sharp. Yeah, but you believe you could get to this sort of area. It is like at an angle, but you do believe you can get there like 10 feet off the ground.
Okay. Even's
This
just
almost
gonna.
looks like a little path. I think Even has the right idea. Is this little path over here? How steep is it? Is it really 20 feet up to that point?
Yeah, it is. Like
So that is a sheer
it
cliff?
is pretty steep. Yeah, the art
Okay.
isn't super great, but it is
Okay.
pretty steep.
That was a good
So
one.
even shushes you and says, Franco, Give me a hand.
What? Oh.
And he just bounds again without a word with the rope tied around himself and bounce to over here if you can.
I've heard this song today.
This one's a banger. All right, go ahead and make your long jump. Going for 25. It's pretty big.
Not quite.
Didn't make it. You got a hero point though, didn't you? The last thing. Did I give you one? If you want to.
Like, is it a long drop down?
No, it's like 10 feet down.
I'll just hit the. I guess if I don't make it, I only make it 10 feet, right?
Correct. You only do the regular leap, basically.
Yeah, sure. I'll hero point it. Why not?
Right.
There you go.
All right,
Yeah,
there you go. Yeah. So you make
Nice.
it to the edge and scramble up. Oh, I don't know why you moved like that. I think I did that by accident. Okay.
That's fine.
But you're there and you have the rope. Is that the plan? Gonna do the same thing, guys?
Yeah, I was thinking.
All right, I'll mash the button. Everybody, I gotta click off myself first. And I gotta mash this button and say, everybody, I will request acrobatics. Boodaloo. And don't make it if you don't need to, obviously. But
Yeah.
yeah. Puck makes it. Franco makes it. Mendax, you gonna make it?
Go.
Yeah,
Not
Mendax.
the shoes.
Your
Not
fault.
my
You are slipping, Mendax.
I have no more points, so
You have
it
no
is
more
what it
points?
is.
Okay.
I'm out. I've used
All
them
right.
both.
Well, grab an edge. Make an athletics check to grab the rope, essentially. You fall off of it, but let's see if you can catch it with your hands with athletics.
Did you say athletics
I
check?
said athletics, yes. I'm pretty
Did
sure
you really
grab an
mean
edge
that,
is
or were
athletics.
you just making
It
No,
might be. That might be acrobatics.
is
Let
it?
me see.
Oh.
Grab.
I thought it was
Yeah.
all... I thought it was
Reflex.
like...
Oh, you can grab an egg as a reaction. Yeah.
As
That's athletics training.
athletics, yeah. It's basically like grabbing it and climbing again, essentially. So yeah, this is basically, can you catch it? And if you can, I'll let you like monkey bar across the...
Yeah. Well, that's it. You see Mendex with giant eyeballs as he grabbed a hold of it with a miracle.
Yeah,
Is that good
yeah,
enough?
yeah. That's good.
Oh,
enough, yeah.
I made it. Oh gosh.
Just barely. So
That was
one
so
of your hands
close.
slips off, and you manage to hold yourself up and pull back up, and kind of just slowly go back across. As Squirrel is struggling, Even is very easily holding it. Squirrel is on the other end as you're like bobbing up and down on the rope, kind of struggling a little bit with
Please
it.
don't drop me. Please don't drop me. Please don't drop me.
All right.
Please don't drop me.
All right, and Mendax, you get across, and then Squirrel's willing to do the same sort of thing. He's basically going to just jump into the water and swim towards you with pulling on the rope. So he jumps into the water, and he gets to there.
Oh no.
When something...
Oh no.
I was gonna say something happens, but that's even better.
Even better. Great.
So as you're pulling, something happens. It just gives on you. Let's say the rope snaps, and you have to grab the piece in front of you. So make a reflex save to see if you can. You pulled a little too hard and snap the rope, and that is good enough. But it goes slack long enough that he kind of drags in the water for a moment, and you all watch as
Even your fishing.
something comes out of the water.
You caught something. Oh
You
gosh.
see a
Another
giant
octopus?
octopus coming out of the water and reaches at Squirrel. You watch as the tentacles come up out of the water, begin slapping around Squirrel. And
Arctic octopus.
It seems that he's just determined to kill Squirrel when Squirrel's not here.
it does kind of seem like that, doesn't it? It's the weirdest
It does-
thing.
I think octopuses are somehow they're tied to Gozray, huh?
So it is 11:58. Do you want to
It's
do
fuck.
this now, or do you want to start with this next session? Up to you guys.
I'm fine to do it now if you guys are.
I'm still good for
Is
tonight.
is it just the one octopus?
Yes.
All I know is I'm pretty sure what I've heard from stories you guys told me is Franco's gonna lasso it and tie
This
it
is
up in the
kind of a-
rafters.
It looks like a bigger octopus than the lasso.
You're
octopus,
bigger than you
but-
were last time too.
There.
Make a perception check. Even, you are
Good.
certain that this is the same octopus.
As
It is larger, but looking at it and the markings on it, this is identical to the octopus that you
The same
fought.
type.
That we-
Nice.
That we ate?
Yes, that you killed in the Temple of Gozray and ate.
I would have never have known. I was not there.
But even is you're certain of it. No one else has seen it, but there's something about the markings on the head of the octopus that you seem
Oh, no.
to be very.
It's the ghost ray symbol on its forehead.
It's
Pretty
not
sure
that.
that's the
It's not that
giveaway.
on the nose.
Not that obvious. Okay.
Not that obvious. But yes, you see that's happening. So if you guys are all ready, we'll do it. Why not? So beginning counter.
Oh no.
Boom. Oh, I gotta roll initiative. Sorry. And now I gotta go back to Franco. Okay, Franco, you won initiative.
All right. Well, I think Franco. I got to do something to get my panache. I kind of want to do like a leaping attack down onto it. Can I do like a flip off of the cliff to get the panache? If I
I'd
succeed?
let you get you're diving into water doing an acrobatics check. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically, he's gonna kind of like flip, and then assuming that I don't fuck it up, as he's coming down, just like line his rapier up to come down on top of the octopus's head. So it'd be 2 actions: the strike and the flip.
Sure. That works for me. Yeah, that's totally fine in terms of doing that.
Okay.
Yep.
So then, basically, he'll just jump and flip over the top of the octopus. For some reason, I can't move myself.
You should be able to. Try again. Are you on the
Should
measure
be
tool?
able to. Maybe. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So yeah, he flips out. He just like launches himself, flipping, and then lines the rapier up and comes down on top of the octopus's head.
All right. And you stab the octopus. Good. Yes, that's a regular hit. For 6.
Ooh, fucking terrible rolls.
Oh, and I gotta match that button so you can see its health and stuff. That should do it, right? Yeah. Okay. There you go. So that's your whole turn, yeah?
That's 2.
Oh, okay. What do you got?
I am going to probably aid whoever looks like. Yeah, I'll just aid even.
All right.
So he'll try to just like kind of do something distracting to the octopus to turn him a little bit so even can get a cleaner bite. Which I
Okay.
assume is what I'll do.
Okie dokie. We'll make you that roll on Even's turn if it matters. And then the octopus goes. And the octopus is going to use Writhing Arms to make... Oh, I got to turn off Private GM roll. Public. He's going to use Writhing Arms where he gets to make 2 attacks at full attack value against 2 different targets. So both of you. So he's going to try to slap. It's Franco and then Squirrel. A 20 and a 15. Miss and a miss. So
If you're in the water, you are flat-footed if you don't have a swim speed.
Oh, good. So that means it does hit Franco, but yes, exactly. Exactly. Thank you for telling me that. That's a very good point. But those are both still misses even with the water flat-footed. So you watch as it's slapping its tentacles around, and it misses Puck, but you watch as it spends its third action to try to, I want to say grab him, but he could crit fail a grab, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna say he's just gonna try to make a athletics check to just grab him. And minus 10 on
You
it.
can
16.
You can crit fail a grab.
Oh, what happens when you crit fail? Oh, we'll talk about that later. Never mind.
They get a chance to grab you, and/or they fall prone. I mean, he's in water, so he can't fall prone. But
So what's his? It's against his what? His fort DC or his what DC?
correct, fort DC.
Oh dear. I have regular failed. I have not critically failed. Okay, good. So the giant octopus is still there, and even you get to go.
Well, even yells out at Franco, "We could just pull him," and then Franco.
Halfway through his flip.
Even will just jump into the water, and he comes up and around the other side of the octopus.
All right. You gotta make an athletics check for that jump.
I mean, he's just plopping
Oh, you're
down. He's not
raging.
making
You can
a
swim
jump.
and crab. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. He'll
How come I
scramble
see
down
even
and come
doing
up if you want.
Why is he even going to do it like a cannonball going in? Just going hard.
That's a hit, yeah.
And is there anything I should do to aid?
Yeah,
Does it
make
matter?
another attack roll as you, and just a regular one with no multiple attack penalty.
Unarmed, basically?
Yeah, make an unarmed strike.
You can use any aid. You can use any sort of skill check you want. So like even uses athletics because he's good at that. You could do some.
Yeah,
sort
if
of
you narrate it well,
whatever.
that's correct. Usually it has to be the same sort of check you're doing, but if you narrate what you're doing in a way that makes sense, you can use another skill to do it, yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be hard for me to get better than the...
The word?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just do the unarmed attack, and he'll kind of just be like continuing to slap at him to distract him.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go make an unarmed attack. Yeah, so you help, so he gets a +2, and even you do hit. You do not critically hit, you regular hit. And you hit, even, and as are you biting it? What are you doing to it? Oh.
Biting.
Biting it, yes. So you bite it, and as you get one of its tentacles to bite it, your jaws go clean through it. And you realize that this is an illusory octopus.
Fantastic.
And Franco, you have not noticed that. And Squirrel hasn't noticed that. And
Okay.
So that's 2 actions for me.
I think so, yeah, you jumped and bit. Did you rage, jump, and bite?
Rage, jump, and bit.
That's
Yeah,
the
so
right,
that's 3.
okay. Mendax.
Not real. Not real. Swim away.
Is that the last thing I hear before my turn?
Yes, right as you're about to stick your turn. Not real.
As I'm
slow
about to
away.
pull my bow and fire a couple shots, it's like, wait, what? Then I will. What I have is it a seek action or something? Is that what I have to do to try to disbelieve?
Yeah, you can interact with it in any way. You could seek it, or you can like
I'm gonna try first.
even tried to
Who
bite
says
it.
it's not real? I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
conjure my great strength of seeing through illusions and probably believe entirely, but I will still give it one attempt first.
I
What do I
already
need to
rolled
do
will
to-
saves when everybody when I started the combat. I rolled will for everybody. You succeeded. So if you do anything that would challenge the illusion, you will realize that it is an illusion.
Yeah, but before I do that, I'm going to try to disbelieve first. I'm going to shoot it. If is there anything I can do since he said something? Does
Yeah.
that change
You
anything?
can throw a rock, or you can shoot an arrow at it, and you'll notice probably. You'll notice it doesn't react right. Essentially.
Okay.
I'm just trying to speed it up for the night.
I heard him say it, so I will pull a bow.
Mhm.
I will fire an arrow into it.
Yeah, and very simply, like you watch as it tries to react correctly, but the arrow goes through it and hits the water, and it didn't
And
move.
third,
right.
okay. Third action, then I will look for a source of what conjured / brought about, and I don't know what you want to do with that, but I want to look for something
Yeah.
that might have. I know this is usually illusions can be cast by spellcasters, so I'm looking for a possible spellcaster.
Okay,
That's
toss
all.
me a perception check. And while you do that, Squirrel is gonna go. And even you look as Squirrel is wide-eyed and terrified of this octopus. And yeah, Mendex, you don't see anything around.
All right.
And essentially, he is scrambling. He's trying to swim over here. Let's make sure he can do that before I do anything else. Yeah, he swims well enough over to here and kind of he scrambles up. He has to make another athletics check to climb, I guess, because it is 10 feet up, whatever he said before. So another one. Athletics. That's good enough. Old says good enough. So he barely makes it to the top of that thing. He's panting and freaking out. And even when he gets up to you, Mendax, his eyes are wide, and you can see that he's looking as if trying to get past you, but he doesn't have the moves. And one thing you do notice, Mendax, is he has another arrow in his shoulder.
Tiny arrow, huh?
A tiny arrow.
Tiny arrow.
And that's his turn. And my pocket's bugged, so that's fine. Franco? You still think it's real for what it's worth. He told you it's fake, but you think it's real.
I'm trying to think. Do I think it's real? I tend to believe even. And
Fair enough, then yeah. You can act however you want.
Not
'cause
real. Swim away.
You stabbed
Yeah,
it, and
so-
it acted real to you when you stabbed it.
he's gonna just follow Squirrel.
All right.
So I guess let me actually do the.
It's 2
thing.
athletics checks, yeah. And at this point, it doesn't really matter if you're gonna, it's not good enough actually. I don't think. So.
Even with the song.
Oh, with the +1, I'll go with yes. Just 'cause it doesn't make much sense to delay this any further. So yes, between that and I guess even could always help you out. So yeah, you guys are more than good. So yeah, let's call it there. So this weird situation just happened. You guys can talk about it on Discord and figure out what you want to do. But we will pick up here next time with you having escaped an illusory octopus that looks exactly like the one you killed 8 months ago.
That's only even though.
Only even knows that. That's true. He hasn't told anybody yet. None of else has noticed it. It's just a large octopus.
And knowing even, he won't tell us either.
It is very strange for an octopus to be here. I think several people noticed that just out of character, but also in character. You'd make a nature check. If you want to do a quick one right now, I'll do a query for it.
And it didn't do anything when the rock hit the water, which also would have been kind of suspicious.
Correct. Completely true. So you can make a nature check to see what you know about. Yeah, Franco.
Knows everything.
Yeah, Franco, you know everything. This makes zero sense for an octopus to be here.
No, it doesn't. It's water. Octopuses in water.
Exactly.
It makes sense to me.
Somebody hogtied it, dragged it up the mountain, dumped it in the water, and it survived all this time.
Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. If you were a god going to the top of the mountain, you might have brought a squid with you, dropped it along the way. It happens. These things happen.
Dragons sometimes grab multiple things when they carry it for food. It probably slipped out of its hands and fell into this pond.
This guy loves dragons. Absolutely loves dragons. All right, so
Little calamari.
We're gonna call it there. We are going with MVP nominations. What do you got?
I'd be remiss if I didn't call out the 44 damage to the snake and like literally just climbing up every cliff and swimming through. I mean, we just ignored all the water and all the climbing basically because of
It's an even island.
Yeah.
Franco's pretty solid with his lassoing the little dinosaurs and reeling them in, and Panache pointing on all sorts of different things tonight.
Yeah.
Very in character. And of course, I like big cliffs?
Cliffs.
No, yeah.
Big cliffs.
A lot of singing.
Yeah, there's a lot of singing.
The bard checks helped. The +1 to climbing and swimming mattered a couple of times today, for sure. So that's good too. So yes, give me a /GM on who you want to vote for, if you like. And while you're doing that, look at the morals. I see pretty good song A. He must really appreciate bardic music. It is shoe damaging water. And fucking Panko, I missed that. Did I say that?
I swear I heard you say that.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I thought I heard Frank. I heard, all right, fucking Pranko. It's like this Pranko.
I don't doubt myself. I don't doubt that happened. All right, Nas, you need to vote.
Sorry.
You got 5 votes. How you gonna make them work?
Man, and this so far the song one is winning. Franco, you are the MVP. Mini compilations.
Thanks, guys.
And moral is pretty good song probably, unless anybody is going with the shoe damaging water.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Pretty good song. So that's it. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everything. Blah, 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 blah. Hope you're having a good time. Doobly doo. Like that. Hit that bell. Blah, 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 blah. Goodbye.